Okay, hombre, we're back on session 2 of Beast Hunt play tests.
Mm.
So thank you very
Been
much.
a while.
Yeah, it has been. Thank you again for giving it a run. So I don't know whether it's worth just a recap of what you remember, and I can fill in any gaps that you
Yeah, I
want to talk
think
about. And I don't mind like doing a bit of a flashback if you because I rushed the end because I was waiting to end the session so I could skip out of town.
yeah,
So I did kind of compress that bit. So
yeah,
if there's anything you want to like go back and
yeah. You might the
chat
very
that.
end bit. You might have to just kind
Oh,
of
yeah.
remind me stuff there because we did a lot of kind of role playing and stuff
Mhm.
prior to that. So
Sure.
yeah, so the 6 characters. We've got Ganther,
Fighter. Yep.
Barda, Blue, a dwarf thief,
Yep.
Thanik, who is the half orc cleric.
Mm-hmm.
Willen, a gnome magic user, pure magic user. Kip, who's a halfling fighter,
Oh yes.
and Han, an elf fighter magic user.
Yeah. And so she's strong for a magic user, but weak for a fighter.
Yeah, very weak for a fighter. It's kind of almost like a
Mm.
Daddy said I had to do this.
Maybe it's basically I think probably best to think of as a magic user can take more than one hit.
Yeah, absolutely.
A
Kind
low
of
level
fights
magic.
with little and flapping rather than swords.
Yeah.
So I met a lot of other characters kind of throughout the bit that we were doing before. So
So you start in the pub.
yep,
And
with
in-
the other guys.
Yeah, and
what were they? Can't remember who they were.
The Glorious Ravens.
Yep.
So the
I called
party of
them
rival
something else,
adventurers.
didn't I? Yeah, I did call them something else.
Which
I can't remember what it was.
we'll forget about that, shall we? I think you call them the something jackdaws.
Yeah. Anyway, yep.
Them.
I kind of got it written. I did have stuff written down, but I've
Yeah,
forgotten.
good. You're good.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah, no. Well, obviously that's why I was having a bit of a recap. So
Yeah.
you met the halfling landlord.
Yep.
Well, though,
Yep.
and they had a telepathic
Oh,
incident
parrot.
with you, did they?
With the
They had that's right. They had a color changing parrot.
yes.
And if you remember, I don't know if you remember, but basically he wasn't very keen to go back to Hafton.
That's right. Yeah, I've got that written down.
I don't know if you can remember why.
So
It's not pop quiz,
is
just,
it Six Toes Aldwyn
Mhm.
had taken over?
Oh, Aldwyn Six Toes, that's it.
Who sounds like he's a bit dodge.
Yes. Well, you
Yeah.
certainly called it Weldo. He was like frightened to go back. 'Cause
Yeah.
He seems to think that Aldwyn is not who he claims to be.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Said yes, things have changed, so he didn't remember certain things when he should have remembered them.
Yeah, that's right.
About like the local history and people and stuff,
Yeah.
which he really should have.
Yeah,
And the whole place had become a lot more kind of militaristic and
that's right. Yeah.
kind of quasi-fascist by the sounds of it. So,
Yeah,
to be fair,
yeah,
so.
but sort of very for halflings, very kind of militaristic, and I don't know if you remember why he was called Aldwyn Six Toes. I think he suggested he had was too familiar with his
Yeah, because he.
sister or something.
Oh, yeah, I do. But he wears shoes now.
Yeah, that's right. But what's famous? Why was he? What was his? Why was he called Aldwyn Six Toes? I don't know if you remember. 'Cause obviously, you're playing one character, so it's a bit
Yeah.
hard. You're playing a whole party. He basically has extra pinky on each toe,
Yeah.
so that's why he's.
Yeah, I didn't write that down.
That's all right. So and then there's Popo, or should we say Pojo, or something else?
Yeah.
Who's
He's the animal collector. He wanted another colour changing.
he wanted you
version
to
name.
steal the Quink, the parrot,
Yep.
or get another one himself. So if you want to go to the Green Coombe Forest and find him a set of colour changing parrots
And blink squirrels.
or some blink squirrels.
Yeah. So kind of slightly against just because he seems like a bit of a douche. So
Yeah, fair enough. I'm just trying to think of the order you met, and then you met Sally. She works in the pub
oh yeah.
and is a wannabe herbalist,
Yes.
and she claims that she claims to have a special ability.
Oh yeah. Didn't she think she was a Medusa?
She claims she can turn you to stone with the power of her mind.
Yeah, that was it, man. She said, yes.
So you spoke to her.
Saliusa, I
That's
think I
it.
called her. That
You
was
did.
the thing there, yep.
You offered to. She offered you take. She said she could guide you to the forest if you wanted to, but
Yeah. I think we asked her if she wanted us to get any herbs or anything, and she kind of flat blank refused. And
I
was
think she
kind of
said you were
slightly
amateurs
grumpy
and she
about
didn't need your.
it. Yeah.
But she did offer to.
But
And she wants to become. She says she wants to become.
she wants to become the apprentice for the court wizard.
Well, yeah, they're the mysterious stranger. Should we call him the Chamberlain?
Clavence the Magnificent.
Well, that was
Is
the
that
court. That was the court wizard that disappeared about 40 years ago.
Oh right.
So that person disappeared after a scandal.
Yes, with this.
He took twin sisters into the woods of the
Yeah.
Lord Pauldron, older twin sisters, and then he never.
Was that Connie and Lucinda?
That's it. Oh yeah, your halfling. Bizarrely, didn't know who Alden Six Toes was. One, but like rolled a 20, know who Pauldron was. A bit weird.
Yeah.
So, the Chamberlain, so we call him the Chamberlain or Mysterious Stranger. They wore a mask, and they asked you to go to see the Lord for a mission.
Mm-hmm.
And your halfling remembered this family history about Lord Pauldron. We'll get back to that.
Yeah.
So they said go to the meet the Lord first thing in the morning, ready to go for a mission of muchos money, which you decided to accept. Although you weren't sure whether you should go back to Hafton first to see your family.
Yeah.
On the way to the palace, you encountered two lycanthrope hunters and the mother.
And the mother, yeah.
And they asked you to kill Lord Pauldron.
Belria?
Belna
Belna?
and Donna.
And Donna, yeah.
Belladonna.
Oh, nice.
You did spell that last time.
Yeah.
And then Belna had a mother which they just called Mother.
Yeah, it was just Mother.
And she kind of fusses over him.
Yeah.
Anyway, they think Lord Pauldron's a
Werewolf.
werewolf for a bunch of reasons, which I could recap if you want me to.
It
Let's see if you can remember. I'll make it sound like a quiz, sorry.
wasn't he because he was doing the hunting.
He
the
hunts.
hunting lodge.
Yeah, he hunts. Yeah.
But by moonlight.
Bodies keep appearing on a full moon in his area. Family traditions are known to conduct hunts on a full moon, which is known as the wolf moon. His family crest is a black wolf head on a disc of burnished gold. They're both banned from the palace because they basically start asking questions around him saying his thing. One thing I might add is going to retro-con this a bit. I'm going to say they're also seeking a ring.
Oh.
That belonged to the family, which they believe has the ability to control lycanthropes.
Okay.
It's the family ring, so it's got the crest on it, which is the wolf head on a disc of burnished gold. So they would like to get that as well.
Okay.
And they may even said that if you went to kill the Lord, they knew a secret way in, and they could get you in there, and they want you to steal that ring, which they think is on a statue of the father in the throne room.
Right. Okay.
You stole a silver dagger from one of them when you did the thumb test.
Oh yes, I did, didn't I? Yeah.
And
Forgot about that.
yep. And then the guard didn't really remember the password. You went to the throne room.
Oh yeah, because there was a password, and the guard was fairly dense, wasn't he?
Yeah, you got the impression security wasn't great.
Red Wing.
Yeah, something Red Wing, Green Tail or some guff. And then I think I sent you some photos just to help you with the throne room.
Those up.
So when
There
you
was a couple of things, wasn't there?
so the family history, what was it? There's a magic sword in the mix.
Yep.
Wormstort, which means shape binder in the old Wormstort is the old tongue for shape binder.
I'm missing some notes, I think.
Yeah, good. In the throne room, there's a. Here you go. I drew a picture of the throne room.
Yeah, you sent it to me as well.
Okay, so we could retrocon it back from this point because I did rush you to the gate, but basically, he gave you a blue cast cage which you were meant to entrap the Medusa in. You took some magic items,
Yeah.
I don't know if you can remember. Did you decide yet?
I'm not sure I did decide.
No, you didn't decide. That was
because I've written them all down.
Yeah,
but I've not starred them or anything like that.
Yeah,
at all,
no, you
so-
didn't, because that was one I said you could do your homework and come back on.
Yeah.
So, in the throne room, if you look at the map here,
Yeah.
there's the painting in progress of
Oh yeah,
Lord
him being
Baldwin.
suitably heroic.
heroic fighting something.
Yeah.
Family motto and family sword above his dais.
Yeah.
Blue glass cage on that side, and the blue associated blue glass key that he keeps there.
Yeah.
On the other side, there was the mule in the room which he gave you called Daphne. Table of magic items, and then in the corner there's a statue of his mother and a statue of his father, and then the magic portal which you went through.
Yes.
And then there was the motto, and that's just an impression of the
Yes.
thingy.
Yeah.
And just so you can see it, that sort of, again, the sort of landmarks. Humpton there, northwest is Hafton over the River Ply.
Yeah.
Because Clip knows so much about the family, knows where their hunting lodge is down here. It's a walled garden, and there's various ways into the Green Coombe Forest. And you know there's a place called the Copper Gate in the corner which is famous for like being kind of where the orcs have taken over from.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a bit of a recap. Quite a lot happened. Who did we miss? Miss anyone? You didn't really have much interaction with the. You didn't really have any action with the Glorious Ravens apart from a few snarky looks.
Yeah, for real. And
Because you don't get on with them because
they're a bunch of douchebags.
douchebags, and they always seem to turn up whenever you're in like some like embarrassing situation, and they kind of laugh at you. They're not helpful.
They're quite. I think they're quite rich and kind of have all the gear but no idea. I kind of got the impression. So yeah.
Well, I did say they laughed at you, and you assume they're rich.
Yeah.
I'm not sure they are, but
I'm sure they go running a lot.
They probably can. They can be rich. Family history: Lord Pauldron. Sisters disappeared about 40 years ago with Clavence the Magnificent, who was the court wizard who's disappeared.
Yeah.
In fairness to him, I think he came back to the palace, but without the girls, and realised that he was going to it wasn't going to end well for him, so he legged it.
Yeah. Then we've got the new guy with the mask.
Yeah, and then Lord Pauldron took over as the head of the family about 6 or 7 years after that event.
What happened to his father? I can't remember what it was.
Well, both his mother and his father, I think. Yeah. Well, I guess we didn't cover it, but basically they also disappeared in slightly mysterious circumstances, but no one really knows. I mean, because you rolled that 20, you kind of know that something sort of weird happened. Anything else about his history? I can't remember. Anyway, so let's just retrocon it back to the throne room if you want.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know whether you're allowed to, part of the deal was going to get paid. You have to capture the beast, right?
Yeah.
Alive, otherwise you don't get paid, and you have to return the items.
Yeah, because he has to kill it. That was the thing, wasn't it? Or he has to be seen to kill the beast.
Quite possibly, but he said he wants you to bring it back for his.
Yeah.
He said, I think he said it was for his menagerie.
Yeah.
And yes, you have to bring it back alive. He said you can have like these sort of cantrip type magic items that were left over from Clavence's workshop.
Yeah.
Each one of them is like a certain thing, has a symbol on it, and apparently the activation, you have to put your hand on the symbol and say,
oh. Well, do you know, I don't know.
Clavence is magnificent.
I'm not entirely sure you told me that before. That's brilliant.
I think it did, but anyway.
Oh, maybe, okay.
But that's the activation word. And the deal is you get to keep those if you can bring back the beast alive.
Magnificent.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if you got any other questions about that. I know it's we had a bit of a gap, and there's only one of you, so it's a bit hard for you to kind of remember it all.
No, seems quite good. And we're only allowed to take one thing each.
One each. Okay, sorry. Back in the room. Sorry, dude. What were you saying?
So I guess Belladonna and their mother, or the mother, sorry, his
mother,
yeah,
yeah.
not hers. Yeah, I think I'm kind of. I know you were saying retconning to kind of steal the ring and stuff there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of.
And they still want to kill Lord Paul.
And they still want to kill him, yeah. So we're kind of. I'm not. I think at the moment, I think probably not thinking about that at all, because that may well be something that actually is kind of people think they're doing a good thing, but actually they're really not doing a good thing, and these guys seem to be slightly obsessed to the point of kind of fanaticism.
Yeah.
Almost.
So they are definitely fanatical about. It's very earnest about getting the werewolf.
Yeah.
Whether, like you say, they're too like obsessed with it.
Yeah, kind of almost got like tinfoil hats on and
yeah.
everything. So so I think from that perspective, they might have relatively good intentions, but it's maybe one of those good intentions that when you take that particular thing, that's one of the things that was guarding against something else. So you can kind of see that kind of just happening. You're
a little bit wary of the Lycan gang, as it were.
Yeah, I think so.
Fair enough.
And I think I rolled quite well again for like sneaking up on them and
you did,
kind of stuff. So from that perspective, they seem. I think the description was they weren't exactly amateurs, but they also just seemed slightly overzealous.
Yeah, they're zealots basically. Yeah. They're not religious zealots, but they're zealots about getting werewolves and killing lycanthropes.
And
they were attacked.
Underpants. But that's not a bad thing.
His mother was. Make sure you don't get ripped apart by a demon and like everyone comes like, oh look, his underpants.
Yeah, for real. Which I think is very fair. I think especially when he's clearly trying to impress Donna.
Yeah, well, interesting. Yeah, maybe he does fancy Donna. Donna's very matter of fact.
Yeah.
You can probably sense that she doesn't like Mother being along. Neither does Belna, really.
That seems weird because like normally. The object of your affection loves having your mother along to kind of to do stuff for
you.
To
impede your quest to destroy all lycanthropes.
Yeah.
So it sounds like Weldo, you're interested in his kind of what he wants to. You're curious about Aldwin.
Yeah. So I think because I think when we created the kind of the backstory and why we were doing stuff, that was part of the thing, wasn't it? So we were going home and this guy happened to be from there. So I think that merged quite nicely.
Yeah, that fit.
So I think that was quite a good little thing to be kind of going along.
Yeah.
And he seemed fairly, again, you can be taken in by stuff there, but he seemed relatively genuine and kind of quite pleasant and kind of thing.
He was very flamboyant in his dress, almost to the point of cross dressing.
Yeah.
And then and then the mysterious stranger convinced you to go along.
Yeah.
The pet hunter, you're not worried about.
No,
You can
not
take
really.
or leave
I mean,
it.
he seemed like a bit of again kind of in a similar thing to the
kind of greedy and kind of
and just a little bit kind of
I mean, he did want you to,
malicious almost.
He did want you to steal the parrot, so
which I think just kind of those kind of things. They kind of all.
But if you find some blink squirrels or parrots, you might.
I'm not convinced I would because he just seems a bit of a douche. I don't know, man. He just seems like not a nice person to be doing stuff with.
Fair enough.
Not
You're cool.
Because I think we kind of decided our guys were kind of like goodish /
mainly
neutral.
I think so. And then and I think you mentioned that you were on the lookout for some belladonna because you're one of your characters was you decided we rolled. He was like I think she was a herbalist, and if you see any belladonna, you're going to collect some.
Yeah. Yes, that was from that particular woods where there were various bits and pieces there.
Yeah.
Anyways, wasn't it?
Because you've now teleported effectively to those woods, but we'll come back to it in a sec. Okay, so let's just throw it back to the throne room.
Yep.
Pick up the action. This is just before you teleported, so we're going to end up teleporting anyway. But let's just before because I rushed that bit. You're standing there. You're looking at the table of the items. Go.
So there's a pendulum of eyes.
Yep.
A pendulum with eyes on it.
Yep. Do you want me to read it again, or are your notes good?
We'll see. See how it goes.
All right.
You can always just chime in if I've got stuff wrong.
Yep.
So kind of, I wondered whether that was either a true seeing type thing, or maybe an identification kind of thing for other items or whatever.
Yeah,
maybe,
could be.
Or like a wizard eye type.
Yep.
Allow you to kind of do stuff there. A dart with a snail on it, or a thing there. So I kind of imagine that's like a slow
Right.
dart that I imagine that would kind of
Yeah.
just
Seems not unreasonable
things
conclusion you could come to. I'm not saying, obviously, but
dust snowflake.
yep. The
Is it a snowflake jar or something, or
yeah, it's a jar of dust with a snowflake on it,
yeah,
or ice, whichever one.
yeah. So kind of, I guess, is that some kind of either something that creates a chill effect or protects you from chill effect? I'm not sure. Either one there. Horn with a falling bird.
Yep.
On it. So either I'm kind of guessing that's either something to arrest, so feather falling.
All right.
Maybe type, or something that stops things from flying.
Right.
So whether if you're looking to try and ground something so it can't get away or anything like that at all, so that could be quite helpful.
Yep.
Lotion.
Yep. The silhouette.
With a black silhouette.
I would say it's almost like an outline of a silhouette rather than a black silhouette.
Oh, okay. Right. So that may well be maybe invisibility type thing there.
Possibly.
Maybe. Oh, jeepers my creepers. Potion.
Yep. Ear.
Oh, a broken ear. Oh, okay. Broken ear or a score through the ear or something.
Yep.
Is that maybe silence or something maybe? Which could be quite helpful.
Yep. Excuse me.
A ring with a spider on it.
Correct.
Which kind of, I guess, could be one of kind of two things. So one, it could be like something of spider climbing. But I'm kind of hoping it would be more something of like to help with the dungeon, maybe web.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be quite helpful.
Yep.
If that's the case, I will be truly amused to see if I've missed obvious things with all of these things. You know, when you kind of have your mind on something. Yeah, that's definitely what it is.
Go down a tunnel vision if you're not careful.
Yeah, for real. A scroll that is tied up with a ribbon, and it's got a bed.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So whether that's maybe potentially a sleeping thing.
So let's just say the symbol of the bed is on the bit of ribbon. I guess
okay.
Let's just say that.
Yeah. So that could be a sleeping thing. Maybe, don't know. A glass ball with liquid. Ooh. Ants?
Yeah, an ant on it, or ants. Let's say ants.
Is that summon stuff? Ants, acid, maybe. Sometimes they do that. Don't know for that one. And then 3 foot of rope.
Yep, but that does not have a symbol.
No.
So you kind of think it might be
3 foot of rope.
Well, it could be 3 foot of rope, but it's obviously was with this stash of stuff.
Yeah, okay, because the other guy, I think the strange
Chamberlain,
guy,
mysterious stranger. Yep. He said he didn't know what they were, but they were.
But he'd done like almost like a detect magic on them, hadn't he? I think
I think they were I think they might have been in a cabinet with all this kind of maybe experimental work, but he assumed that they were locked in there for a reason, not just because they were, junk. They look like they've been set aside by purpose.
Yeah.
So you need to pick 6, dude.
I do.
And ideally assign them to
individual people as well.
Ideally.
Yeah, for real. So.
Okay, Hombre. So what's Ganther taking?
So Ganther, I reckon, is taking the dart.
That's all right on your sheet, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, Ganther's taking the darts. So who's next on your list?
Bardot.
What's Bardot taking?
Bardot, thief-wise. Maybe he will take the lotion.
Okay. So who's next in the queue?
Thanik. The cleric will take the horn.
Okay.
Willen will take probably the scroll, I think.
Okay, that makes sense. Probably wizard.
Clip
So he's left with the ring, or I forgot what the other one
The
is.
ring or the potion, the broken air. I think
I guess
probably.
what's the fire thief gonna do?
I think it probably needs to get up close if it's what I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows?
Yep.
So he'll take the ring, I think.
Okay, which leaves
the potion for the fighter magic user.
Okay. You can swap later, obviously, but let's just
as they grab it as they can just before they go. It does all seem to be, I think, not from a gaming thing there, because obviously we did rush through at the very end and stuff. But actually, from the perspective of you need to go right now, it's kind of, it's very pushed and quite a edgy kind of go type of thing, which isn't ringing any alarm bells at all.
Okay, and do you remember the kind of description you got for this? The kind of
do you know what
the monster?
Vaguely, with the whole kind of environment that it was in and stuff. I vaguely remember some stuff, but not much.
Let's hear what you remember.
No, not enough for it to be thing now. I think when you start saying stuff, I'll be like, oh yeah, of course.
So kind of, I think the phrase he said was it was sort of like a giant lion, porcupine, bat creature.
Yeah.
With human face.
Yeah.
That's what my peasants have said.
Right.
I don't know if all those things are true or whether it's they're all making it up.
Yeah.
That's the phrase he kind of wishy-washily said.
Yeah.
So throne room. I don't know if there's anything in the throne room.
I think we're probably done.
Yeah,
I know that you were retconning. I've got the things here. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
We were kind of retconning very slightly for the ring on the statue of the father.
That's what the
Lycans were kind of wanted.
Yeah. Because you're in this channel here, so
so we've not really got much of a chance to even get to it unless we.
You might be able to peer and have a look.
But I think the whole thing has been taken over by the go and get this for me chaps and
But I guess when you're in this throne room, I guess when you look back into the corners, you see statues of the father and the mother.
Yeah.
And they're both wearing like garlands around their neck, and those garlands contain black berries and green vines and green mushrooms and black flowers. So it's all black and green, kind of like a garland.
Yeah.
And one thing you do notice is that the berries are belladonna.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, black flowers, black berries, some greenish looking herbs and some green mushrooms.
I'm probably missing something obvious.
Well, not necessarily, and they're basically cornered. They're kind of coned off, or if you like, like a little kind of fancy thing around them.
This all looks fresh or fresh?
The things.
The garlands.
Actually, they look a little bit withered. Actually, the leaves.
Yeah.
So your best guess is at least 2 weeks, probably.
Right, okay.
Maybe a bit more. I mean, I guess you could, if you give me a really good roll, maybe one of your guys is a super duper herbalist. So give me an 18 or more.
18 or more coming up.
Oh,
19!
Wow, well, you're hot, man. Okay, so I think it was one of your, I think it was your cleric or whatever, or your magic user who knew about belladonna. I can't remember. Whoever had the highest wisdom.
Yeah, someone rolled a...
I think someone had high wisdom. Basically, you think it's about... You got 19, so you think it's at least 3 weeks old.
Yeah.
So you're guessing maybe it's changed on like a monthly cycle or something, because obviously, I mean, or they're going to leave it for longer. But it seems to you that, someone's obviously cleaned up some of the drop things. So, so at least 3 weeks.
Nice.
And I think you did ask this, actually, thinking about it, when you met the lycanthrope hunters. I think it was about 6 days before full moon.
Yeah.
Because you were accusing, because I think that's why they're particularly agitated, because it's coming up to the big event in their minds. Obviously, you take the mule, presumably.
Yeah, absolutely.
Carry the stuff.
Yeah.
You take the blue glass cage.
Yes.
Pauldron keeps the blue key.
Yeah.
So the idea is shove the beast into the cage, and it's like a portable hole type
Yeah.
thing, and it'll trap them. Then you can bring the beast back
And
safely
they can
in
open
it.
it when they.
And you got given an amulet. Remember that works. That teleports you
to,
back,
Call to yeah.
but it only works first thing in the morning.
Okay.
That's
I
anyway.
don't
So
remember
that's
that,
what they
but-
told you. They said that it works for the, like the first hour after sunrise. And you're leaving around this time, so
Yeah.
you're probably not going to be able to use it till tomorrow morning, according to at least what you've been told.
Kind of feels like a potion of etherealness, that, but. That's what I'm for.
Oh yeah, do what you need. So you got it. Yeah, like I say, you're trying to remember stuff from a couple of weeks ago with one dude. So it's
For real.
a bit
Well,
hard.
It's a good month, though.
Yeah.
It's not more, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay, so and don't forget. Do you remember what I think as you went through the portal, the Chamberlain shouted something through to you. I don't know if you remember.
No, not at all.
It was, "Don't be the bloody squirrels!"
Watch out for the bloody squirrels. Or...
Or something like that.
Yeah.
Something about some warning associated with. Was it? What did you remember out of interest? You just said it to me.
I think just to watch out for the flint squirrels or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Or don't feed the squirrels, maybe. I can't remember, sorry.
Yeah. So, well,
Yeah.
you didn't quite catch it as you went through. Whatever you remembered, I'll
Yeah, that's
check.
all it is. Okay, cool.
Okay. So when you went through, from what you can tell from your local knowledge, you got teleported to the hills, which you were told is where you were going to be sent. So you think, judging by you're on these hills and you can look back towards the lowland,
Yeah.
you think you must be up around here somewhere.
Yeah.
Not quite sure, but obviously you can see the swathe of forest in front of you. You can just about make out the river, maybe. So you're pretty confident you're up here. And as you remember, if you go further into the hills, that's definitely goblin, troll, orc, ogre kind of territory, Badlands.
Yeah.
So you don't want to go any further. So you're up on this. You come through the portal, and basically what you're doing is you're looking down into this weird caldera. Kind of weird. It's definitely a weird shape in the in this set of hills. It's almost like, I don't know, something scooped something out, or like an impact crater or something. It's a bit odd. It's not. It's weird depression. And around these hills are several caves. With some sort of slightly tricky, it looks like it'd be handy if you had a bit of rope.
3 foot though.
I guess you might have some rope in your kit. I can't remember, but you figure you can get down there. And there's one hole that looks like it looks more like it's more used. The others look like they don't look like anything. You can see one definitely has something going in and out a lot, right?
Yeah.
And the bottom of this caldera does seem to be maybe very slightly glowing red, like a kind of
Oh, okay. Almost
and you can sense heat.
heat coming off it. Okay.
So probably quite a nice place to cozy up in the winter.
Yeah.
So what do you want to do, dude?
So, and all of this was, they were teleporting us to the area that was going to anyway, wasn't it? So this is kind of almost like these are places to go.
Yeah. But they just say they were going to send you to where they think the beast is hanging out.
And there's nothing there at the moment.
Nothing moving around.
Yep. So, I guess we've got the one main cave. How many caves are there? Sorry.
About 3 or 4 other caves.
3 or 4 others.
Different, they're all little different sizes. They're sort of fairly, it's just spread out pretty evenly. I would also say, from where you're positioned, looking back to the habitable lands, you think you might be able to see a sort of path that you could cut down onto, going kind of heading through the woods.
Back out to the
going south essentially.
Yeah.
So you think you think you might be able to see a way out of here if you had to like go back to the woods.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So,
let's just say the principal cave, the one you think looks like the main one, is on the opposite side of the cold era.
okay, cool. So I think we should probably explore the other ones first of all,
Yeah, up to you.
just to make sure we've got lots of time as well, until theoretically we need to go back the next morning.
True.
Um,
I mean, obviously, speaking as one of your co-conspirators here, like obviously you got to be wary. Your mission is to capture the beast, right? So you got to be a
Yeah.
little bit wary that it doesn't escape. I suppose if it
Yeah.
senses you. So I mean, I'm trying to. I'm not saying that's what you should do, but I'm just saying as
Yeah.
you're kind of, because you don't have, you can talk to me like one of the players as well if you want to, like
Yeah.
just sound
I mean, I
outs
guess-
and stuff.
I guess one of the things is
But you
the
might want to at least
assumption
check
is
one
that there's-
out.
Yeah, the assumption is that there's only one of these beasts, but there could be a family of them,
Yeah,
if there- or a
Yeah, and these caves might be
tribe of them.
interconnected, of course.
yeah. Well, that was my thought process: is if there is those things, it may well be that some of them are just like short little dead ends and
Yep.
thing. So I think going for the main one to start is probably not necessarily the best thing.
Yep, sure.
So I think probably I'll try one of the ones to either side on the side of
Oh, either side of the
actual main
Okay,
one.
so you're going to walk around the edge of this cold
Yeah.
era.
So shall I go? I'll go anti-clockwise round
Yeah.
to what I've labelled as B, but whatever
Okay.
it is, I think there. So
And so how are you getting down? Because it's basically kind of shingly, kind of, it doesn't look too dangerous, but it looks like you could slip. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not completely. Are you taking any precautions? I mean, do you have a rope?
I do. Yeah. No. There's a guy with So Ganther has a rope
Okay, so you could.
with a grappling hook.
So you could sort of anchor it and then
Yeah.
make a kind of handrail for yourself. But
Yeah.
obviously it'll be left. It will be dangling there. Or you can just send someone in, right? Doesn't have to be all of you.
No, I think Barda has done quite well previously.
Hmm.
Um,
What's his climb out of interest?
65%.
Okay, so if he slips, we'll give him a chance to roll on his climb
Yeah.
if he's going in by himself.
Yeah, I think to start with, he probably could.
Okay, and
Just
or
to
is he
kinda
going down
see.
the rope? Because then he won't slip.
And we could just put the rope
Ganther
back
could
up,
just
couldn't we? Yeah.
Ganther could just.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay,
That's
so
the thing
let's
there.
just say,
Yeah.
he can. There's no pretty much zero chance he's going to slip. I guess let's roll to see if he kind of ends up making a giant kerfuffle for some terrible reason.
Mhm.
Just because. No, he does it like a legend.
Nice.
I guess I should have got you to roll. So yeah, he's at the mouth of the cave. It's a bit dark. Oh, he's probably got vision, doesn't he?
Yeah, she's got infravision.
Okay, so what's he going to creep in? Move silently? What's his... I'm going to roll this for you.
Oh,
So you can...
all of his skills are at 30%.
Okay. Okay, so as he goes in, he steps on a pretty large twig.
Nice.
So he's pretty confident.
Whatever's in there knows he's in
Well, they have to hear it if there's something in there, right?
Yeah.
So... Alright. Okay, so I'm going to cut the long story short. So he creeps in carefully, looks around, and he finds basically some bones. Human bones.
Human bones, okay.
They look like they've been here maybe, I don't know, over... Well, all right, let's see how long they've been there, just to fair play to it. Okay, so yeah, over it's over 2 years. He's an adventurer. They've been around a while. They're not fresh.
They're not fresh.
Yeah, they're not like.
Okay.
So, but he doesn't find anything else of much note. This kind of, it looks like human bones. Nothing. Basically, there doesn't seem to be much in the way of. If they had any kind of kit, that's all
Perished or been stolen or
Yeah.
eaten or whatever. Okay,
Exactly.
cool. So and it just goes. How far does it go back? Sorry.
I don't know. It's maybe it goes back 10 feet and then
Yeah.
is
So
it
it's
like a
tiny, it's almost like a little.
yeah, it's a little den. I mean, it's sort of thing you might imagine like a bear holding up in or something.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
That fire works and they're hot.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah. It's great.
I don't want to take from my DM road, so I'll have to undo the other one. Right, so what's the plan now? I've skittled up.
Yeah, so
tells
goes
his
back
mates,
up.
no doubt.
So the guys, when they're up above as well, they're not just like stood at the top
Oh yeah,
waiting around. They're kind of fairly well hidden just to make sure that there is nothing. They'll pull the rope back up again just so that there's nothing
Yeah,
there for
makes
to be
sense.
seen.
Just check what I do. Okay, keep going. So I presume you want to try the other cave, or
Yeah, I think so.
okay, roll me a d6, please.
4.
Okay. I'm going to cut a long story short. This one is empty.
Okay. And the
It doesn't
same
matter
type
if you-
of same
Yeah.
type of like 10 foot or so, just
Yeah,
nothing in it at
yeah,
all.
Yeah, pretty much. Doesn't actually roll me another. No, that's fine. It doesn't go anywhere.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the
my
kind of
random.
automatic assumption would be that the other ones are the same as well. But
Well, you're cool. Where are my random tables?
well, I think we kind of, to be fair, if there is, I guess the whole thing is if we're coming out of literally any of the other caves, if they are connected, then we can get to somewhere that's kind of, even if it is just a cave, it's somewhere that they could hide.
Oh, yeah.
Or
It's safe unless there's like a
things safe.
hidden in there or something.
So I think what we probably then need to just consider just kind of going down and going into the main.
So you don't want to try the other two? You're cool. I mean, so far it's been quite quick, right?
Yeah. Yeah, let's try. Okay, yeah, let's try one more cave. I think. I guess just to the left of the path that leads back down.
Roll me a
towards it
d6, please.
now. 1.
Empty. Sure done with the last one.
Yeah, may as well.
Give me a d6, please.
2.
Okay, you find some more bones.
Just lots of bones. And again, these are all just like little things that just go back. very slightly.
Yeah. They're all maybe the ones of 20 feet. They're all much of a muchness. Let me just
Natural
think.
formation, or does it look like it's been burrowed, or
Yeah, I'd say a bit of both. They might have started originally as but they look like they might have been widened out
right?
for use. Let me just see. Yeah, okay, let's do that again. Okay, well these bones look a lot more recent. These look like in fact, what I'm going to say is it looks like what you would think might be a group of adventurers who didn't come out very well out of it.
Oh dear.
And they don't look like they were very good adventurers. They, judging by their kit and all the rest of it, they look like, you might imagine like a group of one levelers who went to the wrong place and they've just been chewed up, munched up, and rammed into this cave.
Yeah, they're not so glorious.
Yeah.
Things. Okay.
Yeah. So, I guess you find a few. If you want to pick up a few trinkets, like there's some daggers but most of it's a bit torn up and wrecked. There's a bit of gold, maybe 30 gold pieces worth of stuff.
Take that, obs.
Yeah,
Obs.
sure. So, oddly, some fairly fresh remains.
Okay. Yep. No 3-foot bits of rope or pendants of eyes or anything like that at all.
Nope. No, that's a good call. It almost looks like this is like where being trashed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, whether this was the site of the
Actual
fight.
massacre,
In fact, it doesn't look like it's the site of the fight. It looks like
they've just been dumped in there.
they've been like gathered up and stuffed in there. So if they had some good stuff, maybe it's all.
Okay.
It probably like you can almost tell the stuff being ripped off them. Their clothes are ragged, like it's all ripped off, and to possibly make them lighter, right?
Okay.
So they're pretty much.
And what they kind of bitten, or is it kind of? Can we tell how
They look. Well, actually, give me a roll. Who's it's the CEO good percentile?
Yeah, so I guess it's percentile.
Okay, yeah. Give me. Who's you got your best wisdom? And you're adventurers, so
Alec.
okay. So roll it with advantage. So roll 2 d20s and take your best roll. So you're rolling under your wisdom.
Wisdom of 14.
Okay, so you should get this really,
Or not.
or not.
16 and an 18.
Actually, it's a good point. It was your dude, wasn't it, who was in
Yeah.
there? So
It was even worse, but yeah.
yeah, I mean, basically, I guess to him they look like they've been shredded, but for some reason, maybe it's dark, maybe they're too decayed, or maybe he's just whatever. For whatever reason, he's not sure quite how they died, but they're definitely stripped bones. Put it that way.
Fair enough.
So,
he's probably chuckling too much at their noobs.
yeah.
Fair enough. Okay, cool. So I think we'll make our way over to the main.
Okay.
The main.
So what's the plan here?
As it were.
Is it again sending one dude in?
So I think probably to start. So just a short distance and then
Down the rope again?
Yes.
Okay, so let's just see unless you do something completely daft, there's no you won't make a kerfuffle going down.
Yep.
Okay, so you get down there, no major kerfuffle. So
Nice.
you're at the entrance now. Again, daft. What are you going to do? This is the Bardit, is it?
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, gonna sneakily go in and
Looking for twigs this time.
yeah, looking for twigs this time.
35, is it?
And then yeah, well, 30.
And what item does he have out of interest?
He has the lotion, but
Lotion of what? Sorry, out of interest.
I think that's the silhouette
Is it?
outline.
Okay, so he's not considering using it. It's up to you. I'm just saying. It's your call. I'm just. But do you want to just sneak in?
I think. Well, first of all, listen. See
Okay.
if there's any kind of
Okay.
noise
What's your
or
hear
anything
noise?
coming through.
30. Okay. You don't hear anything. There's a bit of noise, but you can't tell if it's just like just kind of air in the room. So you definitely don't hear anything that caught your ear.
And then kind of just slowly go in, nice and quietly.
So you're gonna go quietly and hide in shadows.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, probably should.
Okay. Again, you hear a kind of sharp crack under your foot. Okay, and you're not completely convinced you're in the shadows for some reason. You think that maybe the light from the cave is catching your
Bouncing off my bald head,
or something. But you might be. You're not absolutely certain, but you're also not wholly convinced you're in the shadows.
Yeah, nice.
So make up your mind of what you will. But you've definitely made a clickety clack.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you want to do now?
I think just slowly go forward. So I think so. The other guys had to have come down.
They're coming down now.
I think. Well, this is probably where we need to. I think at the moment where we.
I'd say the cave is about 2 abreast. So if you wanted to, you could gather around. You could gather around the entrance, like.
Yeah, I mean that was kind of going to be my thought process.
So are you hooking your anchor up
yeah,
there?
I think we probably need to.
So you're all.
Yeah.
So. How many of you are there?
Another 5.
Okay. Okay, none of you make a kerfuffle. That was tense.
So I think so essentially I think what we do is we'll kind of let
Bardit
go forward.
Okay.
Probably for no more than a count of I don't know, probably
Has anyone else got vision that could see him down the tunnel?
yeah, so we've got a gnome.
So she can probably
halfling
okay.
and an elf.
The halflings have dark sight? I can't remember.
So.
Anyway, let's say your gnome does. So she can watch him going down, right? Let's just go with that. Okay, so he goes down, I don't know, maybe about 20 or 30 feet. This tunnel seems a bit longer.
Yep.
And it's probably bigger actually as well. So the other ones were almost like one size, but this definitely could fit 2 people easily, possibly 3 at a jam.
Beastie.
So he gets a bit further down and it opens up into this cavernous area.
Yep.
And you can see water trickling across and pooling a little bit in the corner.
Yep.
And in the middle there's like a kind of almost like a big mushroom-like shape, goes up about 20 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, you can see
2-headed black dragon.
you can see something sleeping up there, quite
that's
big.
Exciting. What does it look like?
Right, give us yeah. Do your wisdom again, but with disadvantage this time. So you have to take the worst result, so the highest number. You're trying to roll under your wisdom, right?
Yeah. Okay.
I like that dice I can't see from here. You can tell me it's anything.
Yeah. I could have. That's actually a 6, but the other one is a 12.
And what's your wisdom?
8.
Okay. He thinks it's big.
Yep.
It seems to have wings.
Yep.
seems a bit scary, but he doesn't know what it is.
Yeah, nice. Okay, cool.
But he thinks it's asleep. Is that nice? Sound like a hiss.
That candle.
Oh, nice effect.
Do you think? Annoys me immensely.
It's good for gaming.
Just need a mummy sound.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Let's go on. So what's the plan? I guess you could send someone else in, or I don't know. Or you could hatch a plan. You've got some items, don't forget.
We do have some items. So.
Did I do this, chap? But I didn't.
And how big is the cavern? So
it's it's quite a big one. So I'd say it's about 50 feet. This is a much bigger.
Wide, but
yeah.
how tall?
So actually, let's also say it's pretty tall. So because the mushroom-like thing's at least 20 feet, right?
Yeah.
So there's at least maybe another 20 feet above it.
Okay.
So it's kind of a. I didn't start this beast out. If it is the beast.
Or a beast.
Yeah.
I guess.
Oh, dude. If it is the beast.
Yeah. So this is where we kind of have to start assuming that stuff is what we want it to be, with the extra bits and pieces that we have.
I mean, I guess talking it through, you can't melee attack it right now.
No, because it's too high. I could missile attack. I mean, I guess in fairness, it has to get out the tunnel if it wants to flee. There's no other exit from that we can see.
Not that you can see. But I guess, yeah, it has wings.
Yep. So just kind of throwing stuff out there as a thought process thing.
Yeah.
So,
soundboard.
My whole kind of thing was, I'm presuming or / hoping that the dart is a dart of slowing, to make it slow like a snail.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would say though, you do have to say a command word.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's quite quiet here. Only at the moment. Don't forget, only bar dart.
Yeah,
is in there. I mean, I presume he's going to have to sneak back and tell the crew, right?
He will, yeah. So
you want to try?
I guess, I mean, that or, and this is kind of one of those things. So, I quite like R.A. Salvatore's Dark Elf books, when he went on about Drixter and the kind of the hand signals that the Dark Elves would make, so that they could see it in in the Underdark with their infravision. So, again, we haven't really spoken about it before, but you kind of wonder if they'd have even just some fairly basic.
I mean, that feels a bit like Thieves' Cant almost, but I guess you're Adventure Pie. I mean, what are you imagining?
I think just basic things
like
for
danger.
Yeah,
maybe?
And maybe come forward or stuff there.
He's down a cave, so you'd have to rely on Will and seeing it.
Yes, but he's still behind. He's still in sight, though, is he? Or has he gone too far now?
Your chap?
Yeah.
No, I think he's still in the tunnel. He could try his signal, but people might not be able to see it.
So, I mean, I guess.
I mean, the other thing is he stopped, right? So they're probably thinking he's not just come back and said, "Bones."
Yeah, this is it. Let's go. Also, I think.
I'm guessing they're presuming he's found something, right?
Yeah, I think though. Either way, if it does wake up and start coming, it's got to come out theoretically through this hole. If this is the only one, it seems silly to not have a bolt hole from it though.
Yeah, but then again, it's the middle of nowhere. He's probably thinking, who'd be foolish enough to come to my?
Yeah, and maybe it's just really powerful and it's just munched a whole group of adventurers. So,
maybe a bit cocky. Is that for me? Mm-hmm. You sure? Mm-hmm. All right, thank you.
Okay, another one in a second. So,
I mean, well, I would have given it to you if you said before, I'll go in, if we see the beast, I'll give you the The sign.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's a thing that I think that I should have thought about that anyway. So, theoretically it can't go anywhere.
True.
Is there anything? So if he
That
did,
you know of anyway.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If he did come back to us, aside from the mushroom thing in the middle, is there anything that it could realistically hide behind? So I mean, could it go above the entrance to the cavern?
So I guess that I guess it's like a shape like a pipe. You know, the tunnel goes in and down a bit, and then goes into this room with a mushroom in the middle.
Right. So there's no like overhang above.
The mushroom is on the thing.
Above the tunnel entrance.
You mean for you to stand on?
Not for me to stand on, but potentially for this whatever beastie thing it is.
Oh, you mean on the inside of the tunnel?
Yeah.
No, not really. I mean, it's rough walls and it's fairly rough, so there's plenty of things I guess you might be able to grip on stuff, but it's. Explain me what you're worried about.
So essentially, if he comes back,
your guy.
yeah, my guy comes back to say what he's found,
Oh, yeah.
and then we go down with our plan, and it's not on the mushroom thing.
Where could it be?
Is it either
No, I don't think
behind the mushroom thing, or is there plenty of places for it to hide?
Not really. It could hide. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I think it's too big to hide. I mean, I guess it could try, as you say. I don't know. If it was flying, it would probably generate like wafts.
Yeah.
You'd feel it. So I think you have a good chance of knowing it.
Cool. Okay, so I think then he's going to scutter back.
Quietly.
Theoretically.
Okay, give me a roll then.
Me?
Yeah, go for it.
Ooh.
Good.
Ooh, 22.
Right. So this time he avoids the twig.
Skips back.
Okay. So he presumably tells the gang.
Yeah, for real.
So what is it? What is it? What do you see?
Oh, this big thing.
Liney Pokemon.
So I think, we've got, so we're fairly low level, to be fair. So this is going to be a tough fight if it is Manticore.
You think it might?
Well, I mean, it kind of quasi sounds what I want to me, unless I'm being dense. But with these theoretical things that that I'm looking at, then hopefully we kind of quasi might be okay.
Yeah.
So
what's the plan? What's your bull rush it?
I think the best thing is to get it in this room, because then it can't get away. Which
I guess you don't have a net, do you guys? Out of interest.
I don't think anyone does.
So what's the plan? You need to get him into the cage ultimately, don't you?
Yeah. So we need him down from that big
mushroom-like pedestal.
Thing. So I think, to be fair, I'm kind of quasi happy to kind of get him moving. I think also as well, there's a few things. So kind of horn needs to be blown.
Oh yeah.
So if that's the thing that kind of stops things from flying, then
what, inside the room, or if he gets out? I guess maybe it doesn't matter.
It doesn't really matter. I think
Horn's going to make some noise though.
It is, but then that'll wake up and get him down.
Yeah.
Then if I've got someone with the silhouette outline lotion on them, puts the lotion on its skin.
It wears the lotion. I'm going to move it quite in.
To see if hopefully turn invisible, then with the dart to slow it down. Then someone's going to web it, if that is what the ring does. It'd be interesting if it just makes spider noises or something, I don't know, whatever.
Turns you to a spider.
And then someone's also going to read the scroll at it for the bed. So hopefully all of these things.
So you're going to go for all. You're going to hit it with all the juice.
Yeah, I think so. Because if one of them, it might be a little bit of an overkill. But if only one of them works in the way that I think they're going to work, then
all right.
Theoretically, hopefully, potentially, maybe, possibly, quasi theoretically.
So are you all going to try get in the room?
So I think,
because otherwise you're going to struggle. How are you all going to do this? I mean, the horn.
So I think
my guess is you probably have to. If you think this horn is doing what you think, is it going to affect everything that can fly, or do you have to maybe see the thing? Do you think? I don't know.
I'm
just sounding.
I mean, for the horn, I kind of think that's a area effect.
Okay.
Type thing. almost like a
I know what you're saying.
Scarlet Wood Elf Archer's
Yeah,
horn for a whole battlefield.
What a legendary item that was.
That was a legendary item.
That was a quick battle.
It was a very quick battle.
All your orcs have left the field.
Goblins.
Goblins. Oh, right, goblins. Victory is mine.
That one's routed and makes all the other ones rout. Anyway, but so
Not bitter about that battle.
no, I actually quite enjoyed that battle. It was just,
Well, we did have it again, didn't we?
Yeah,
Like,
we did.
okay, we'll wait
Yeah.
till you get a bit closer.
Yeah, can't do it every turn.
Classic.
So I'm thinking that the person with the dart, with the lotion on, and I'm wondering if the broken ear potion is, they are silent.
Well, some of these things you could try outside, can't you?
Yeah. So like the lotion we could pop on, but then we have to be ready to move relatively quickly. So it does need to have that plan kind of in place.
Okay.
So the whole point is go with a dart, who hopefully is invisible, and theoretically also has silence on them.
Right.
Wanders in
Mhm.
after people kind of look at him to see if he does look invisible or
Yeah, well, it would be obvious if he's invisible. I mean, the other thing is, if you did all that before you blew the horn, if you blow the horn, you might wake it up. But if you're invisible, if you think
Yeah.
silent, you might be able to dart the mofo before you blow the horn.
Yeah,
You
but then
could
it's
shout,
still
"Blow
up
the horn!"
but then it's still up on the
True.
on the
Oh yeah, going to be
on
hard
the
to get.
thing, so we need to kind of get it down, I guess. And kind of, I think, although we said
You might be able to
alive,
get the dart at him, but you're still going to have to shout.
yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
Unless it is a snow count to 120 or something, just to
That's true.
kind of
You could-
thing
no.
there. So
Did someone say you have to bellow it? Maybe you can just go.
yeah, maybe.
But then again, it sounds like the guy's got a bit of an ego.
Yeah, it does a little bit, does he? Yeah, for real. So I think the plan will be.
Okay, tell me what you're doing.
So I have been trying, but you keep on interrupting.
Fair enough.
So, I reckon lotion and potion for the person with the best chance of hitting this thing,
Mhm.
which would probably be Ganther being a 3rd level fighter
Yep.
with a +1 attack bonus.
Nice. Does that transfer to bows?
I don't
Thrown
know.
weapons? Let's just
Is
say
that more the missile attack adjustment?
maybe. Well, let's just give
So
it to. Let's
if
give it to you.
Because otherwise, if it's a missile attack adjustment, then it can be Bardert, who's got Dex 15.
But he's a lower level, isn't he?
He's a thief,
Yeah.
3rd level, which is probably not that different.
What's the fighter? I'm
3rd level.
I'm not going to tell you. Oh, what do you need? Just curious out of my own thing. Just, I guess you guys might have a better idea who's better at this.
Yeah.
So that okay. So I know what he would need. What would what level's your thief? Sorry.
3rd.
Oh, but we're going to say he gets +1, aren't we? Although actually it probably is on hits. Let's just go with that. And thief is.
The thief has Dexterity 15, which I think is the +1 missile adjustment, isn't it?
I think you probably feel your fighter is better at this.
Yep.
Just because, even though he's quite good at throwing things, you guys campaigned a lot.
Yeah.
You have a gut feeling that
Fire have a better chance.
Ganther's on
Fair
going to
enough.
get it.
And I guess if something does go wrong, at least he's kind of got the ability to
Yep.
take a hit or two.
He'll also be, if you're right, invisible and. But you don't. You remember, you're meant to capture this beast, right? I guess you could try bludgeon him.
Yeah.
Subdue rules.
Yeah.
Okay.
We just have a hammer as well, so
Yeah, nice.
So I think to be fair, it was going to be Ganther or Barda, anyways. So I think probably lotion, potion, dart to Ganther. He goes around to the other side of the beastie, or kind of maybe to the side.
Yeah.
So if we've got the thing in the middle with the entrance there, maybe just to the side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So then when something does happen, so when they do blow the horn, if the guys come to around the entrance,
Mm-hmm.
He can be over here. They'll blow the horn. Beastie theoretically will wake up, jump down, come towards them.
Yep.
They then cast the scroll and the ring. He throws a dart.
Okay.
So
I reckon I'm gonna say that you probably have enough lotion for. All right, let's just say you've got enough lotion and potion for 2 probably.
oh, okay.
If you use it for a short, it'd be for a shorter time though. It sounds like you're instant ambush rather than longevity.
Yeah.
But it's up to you.
I guess.
And then that means someone else could take one of the other items as a possible.
And as a backup, just a almost thing. So, yeah, we just obviously just need to be a bit quicker. But yeah, let's do that. So I guess. I guess if we go, we could go. I'm kind of thinking, yeah, let's go. So we could go Ganther with the dart
Yeah.
To one side, and then Bardurt maybe with the ring
Okay.
on the other side, lotion and potion.
Yeah.
Then we have Clip in the front with the horn, and then Willen with the scroll. And that's it.
Okay. So so outside you're going to do what first?
Hang on 2 seconds. Let me just maybe not Willen, maybe Thanek with the horn, with the potion, scroll.
Mm-hmm.
Cleric able to read if we think it's a magic scroll, or do we think it's just you break the seal and it?
This
works?
is universal.
Yeah.
I think scrolls actually can often be read by anyone.
So outside we're doing lotion potion.
So do it. What are you doing first?
Ooh. Lotion.
So lotion. So
hang on 2 secs.
I forgot what the lotion is. What's on the lotion?
The lotion is outline of a silhouette.
Okay. So you're gonna say it. Who's saying it?
Ganther.
Go on then.
Clevance is magnificent.
Okay. And then you pour this stuff on you.
Yeah.
And as you're rubbing on, you start to appear to you start disappearing. It's amazing. And then you start rubbing on Bardurt as well, right?
Nice.
Okay.
No connotations there. No or anything there. So then potion. So that's going to be Bardurt as Gunther starts doing the lotion. Bardurt will do the potion so that they can thing there.
Hit it.
Clevance is magnificent. You can change it to Mike.
Okay, and then so this is so you quaff it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you quaff it and you don't immediately notice anything.
Maybe jiggle about if he's got anything that will kind of jingle on him or anything like that at all.
Okay, yeah, we don't hear anything jingling. And you're like, you start to speak to say something, and you realise nothing's coming out of your mouth.
Okay, cool. Theoretically cool.
So you are silent, including
speech.
That's
fine, but that was kind of we were ready for.
But at least you agreed your plan.
So, so they both do that. They scooch off down the cavern.
So they're gonna bull rush it, are they? Not gonna try to conceal themselves. Oh, they're quiet, aren't they?
They're quiet.
So they're gonna zip into position.
They're gonna zip into position. The other guys are gonna come into position
afterwards. Once you give it 30 seconds or something.
Yeah, I think so, because that'll give them plenty of time to kind of.
Okay, so this is now four other chaps coming down the tunnel, right?
Yes.
Okay. Give me a percentile. Roll low.
Oh dear. No, I didn't.
Is that 84?
That's 84. Yeah, that's.
So
less
how's your
than
dice? Why is your dice like that? Oh, okay, 84. Okay, so they make quite a clank and a bang like this. So as they're coming down the tunnel, your other two guys, one's human, isn't he?
Yeah.
So he's not seeing. He's not seeing a lot.
Yeah.
Bardurt sees this thing come up like this. It's like looking around. So they're rushing in, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's roll for surprise. I think it can't surprise you because you know he's there and you're bull rushing, but you can surprise it. So if you give me a 1 or a 2, you surprise it.
On a D6?
Yep, please.
Yay!
Okay,
Nice.
so you do surprise him for 2 segments, but under surprise that counts as rounds. So you get 2 essentially rounds of attacks on it.
Okay, cool.
So,
is it doing anything?
well, I mean, it's like
It just kind of come up and...
it's like, what's all this all about, man? It's like, what's going on?
Guys.
Okay, so I guess you're gonna throw a dart.
Yeah, I didn't think about this, but yes.
Bear in mind, he can't talk anymore.
So I'm kind of wondering if
yeah,
so the plan was for it to come down off of the
well, then you're
mushroom.
gonna have to wait for your surprise to be. But you can see him there.
Yeah.
He's big. He's a pretty big target.
Actually, it's just to slow it, isn't it? It's not to put it to sleep. So yes, I will actually throw it. Yeah.
Let me just check. Dude, sorry. You're level
3.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a +1. So hit it. I'll tell you if you hit.
Which one we're going for? This one.
Oh, wait a minute.
Can't see.
You also can't say.
So.
You also can't say Clavence is magnificent.
Ooh.
You got.
Would I have said that before?
Right. You didn't know that was going to be the effect. So, if you can give me essentially an exceptional roll on your smart person, they say, "Wait a minute."
Okay. So that is intelligence 17.
Okay, but with disadvantage. So you have to roll both under 17,
Yep.
or 17 or lower on both.
Yeah, boy.
Okay. What did you get out of interest?
A 7 and a 15.
Okay. All right. I'm going to say that. What's the name says? Maybe, but I think the problem is the ring. You isn't go. You know, if you
The
suspect
ring is gonna. Yeah.
if you suspect that's shoot something. So I'll let you think about your plan again because the guy realised and
Yeah.
he said dart.
So actually, the dart was going to Ganther.
So that
The
will.
ring was going to your man.
Yeah.
Who could sneak
He could sneak
theoretically.
if he didn't use the lotion.
Or the whatever it is. The
You
potion.
put on the. I'm going to say you put on the invisibility first, but before you put on the lotion, you realise the problem.
Yeah.
So I guess he could be invisible.
Yeah.
The question is now you're going to have to sneak back in, right, without waking
Yeah.
it. Or you could have. Yeah, I guess that's what you have to do. So if you make your sneak roll, then you can keep your surprise, right?
Right. Oh dear.
So what is it, 30?
30. Yeah.
But then he might not yet hear you, so it's not a guarantee.
Yeah.
And you can hide in shadows, but I'm
Yeah.
going to go with hearing.
Hey.
30.
3. No.
Oh, 3. Okay.
0, 3.
All right, so we're back to where we were. So, Ganther pre-activated the thing, hoping it would last long enough, which it does.
Cool.
Watson McCauley is,
Ready with a ring.
but he's not silent,
Yeah.
and the rest of the gang are barreled in. So you still got your segments. So, do you want to do your attack roll for the
Yeah.
dart?
Yeah. Gosh, I need to hit.
So I'm going to give you a +1. I'm not sure if you get pluses on the ballistics, but I'll give it to you.
3.
Okay.
That's a major miss.
Ping! So it goes, sticks. It flies up, hits the
Ceiling.
mushroom. Okay. Give me another roll. Over 10,
Yeah.
11 above, it falls back down.
Okay.
You got a chance to retrieve it. Otherwise, it sticks in.
7.
Okay, so it sticks in. So unfortunately, it sticks in, and it's too high to get.
Yeah.
Right away.
That's fair enough.
Okay, so that's your first surprise round.
Yeah.
Ganther could still do something else, but I guess you might want to try your. The problem with your web is, I guess you don't want to trap him up there.
No, that was the whole thing. So I was going to wait till he comes down.
So what about your other chaps? Have they got anything they can do in their surprise round?
They will do the horn of the falling bird.
Okay.
So we'll blow that.
All right.
Clavence is magnificent.
Okay, so he definitely knows he's got intruders now. Okay. All right. And anyone else doing anything?
Nope, that's it for the moment.
Okay. So you got another surprise round. I mean, I guess Ganther could try get to the dart. He could try climb up there and grab
He's
it.
invisible and silent, isn't he? So
He is. I mean, I guess Bardet probably can't see the dart, so he's not going to... I mean, it's up to him if he wants to try.
I think I'll try. Yeah, I'll give it a go because he's human. He's.
What's your Ben Bar's lift gates?
He says he's 8'7".
He's big.
He's quite.
I'll tell you what.
And one of his skills is.
What's his Ben? What's his Ben Bar? One of you guys has jumping boots, don't they? What's his Ben Bar's? You forgot about your other items actually.
Yeah.
What's Does Anthony got any other? He's got a magic something or other, isn't he?
Yeah, +1 hammer.
Okay, what's his Ben Bar lift gates?
13%.
So I'm going to say this is a bit like kind of climbing like a Jeff Capes climbing up a giant pole. So if he can roll under his Ben Bars, he can get it.
Need another really big now. Okay,
so 13 is it?
13.
You're gonna need low, dude. It's not impossible though.
Ah, 22.
Okay.
So close.
He's on the pillow like this. Okay.
Maybe the lotion is slippy. Spoiled him up.
That's right. No one can even see what he's doing, which is even worse, right? Oh man, that fire is hot. Okay, so Ganther's kind of like tree hugging this mushroom.
Gonna get up a little bit and just sliding down, but not making the squeaking noises as he's.
That's right.
Squeak! But there isn't any.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, and what about anyone else? Are they have got anything else to try? Didn't you have? What about the scroll? You gonna try that?
Yeah, but again, I think we'll wait for that.
So, what do you think it is? Oh, it's
I'm thinking a manticore.
No, but the spell. What do you think it is?
Oh, the scroll. I'm hoping it's a sleep.
Okay.
Scroll.
All right. So you're
hoping.
Okay. So you're gonna wait for it to.
So I need it to kind of come down from there.
So you're gonna now roll for initiative because Ganther might have another go at.
Maybe, yeah.
So actually, I got to roll. So let's use a D10. Lowest is best because that's the kind of segment. I always basically this initiative system I saw is like whoever rolls the lowest is that's the segment you act on. So if you're a 1, you act on segment 1. If you're all 10, you roll on segment 10.
Okay. So also if you're casting spells and other bits and pieces, then okay, cool. 7.
0. So you go.
Yep.
So Ganther, want to have another climb on the.
You had the boots of jumping. There was boots of jumping, wasn't
I think
there?
it was. Isn't it Bardet? Or was it as a halfling? Someone does. But no one knows where it is though, other than Bardet. Ganther.
Anyways.
13 is it?
Not with that roll. 62.
Okay, so this time he doesn't even like. He's got like a leg cramp.
You doofus.
So he's not got a chance to ready a weapon now. Well, I should have mentioned that he either climbs for it or he readies a weapon.
I think that's. I think he'd be going for that, and also I think the whole aim here is not to damage this thing too much.
Yep.
Admittedly, we were just trying to throw a dart at it, but it is just a dart as opposed to anything else. So yeah.
Okay, so.
Boots of leaping. Yeah, Bardet does.
This thing like flaps his wings and comes off like this. What?
Can my other guys wait until it's done its stuff, or do we? If they can't.
Well, you mean hold their action?
Yeah, almost going to like Overwatch, as it were.
All right, I don't think that seems unreasonable. You're ready, but you're holding it. Okay, let's go with that. So it kind of does this, jumps off this pedestal, and just like nosedives.
Nice.
Okay, and it actually makes a big crunch.
No doubt.
Because it wasn't really expecting that. I'm going to roll a d12, because I'm not really totally sure which way it's going to go off. So your guy's trying to climb up the rear. Your Ganther's which side? There.
I think he was that side, yeah.
Okay, so don't roll a 3 on a d12 on the clock face.
Oh, okay. Oh, d12, sorry.
Yep. 4. Okay, so it basically leaps this way, tries to jump off this way, and smashes into the ground basically between between your guys. So between the entrance and Ganther.
Okay, lovely.
Okay, right, you've held your action.
So I think we'll ring it.
Ring, okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to look up web spell?
Yeah, I can.
Please. So it is. It
I
does.
didn't think it might be. Actually,
It's all right. if you look at the back, there's an index. I'll tell you what level it is. Is it first level web? I can't remember.
I want to say second. Second.
Okay. What we need to know is if there's a save for it, or it's a done deal.
I thought there was. Didn't we look at something like this before?
Well,
I thought there was a save. Neg or half. So, yeah, so covers a maximum area of 8. Maximum area.
I'm not worried about how much it covers. I'm going to
weird, aren't they?
I'm going to give you the area. You don't have your PHP because I could read in parallel.
Let me go have a look, and I'll go and see if I can find mine. Do you want to pause for a second?
It's a good idea. Let's pause this bad boy. But yeah, it made definitely a nasty crunch as it hit the ground. Okay, so Bardet's got the ring and he's going to use it. Where is Bardet actually?
So Bardet was they flanked him, expecting him to come down toward the.
Yeah. Okay, because you held your action, I'm going to let you to you can quickly skip around. What I will say is, just to make it interesting, it's a bit like a fire hose. So you're going to have to get it.
Okay, yeah.
So you can either roll at +5 to hit.
Yeah.
Because he's fallen out, crunch, and he's quite big. +5 to hit, or you can roll under your Dex +2, whichever one you prefer.
Ooh. I'll do under my Dex +2, I think, if that's all right.
Okay, so what's your Dex?
15.
Oh, well, you're golden, really.
Theoretically. Okay, cool. So Clavence is magnificent.
Oh, yeah, nice. Oh, beauty, 20. Okay. Give me
Not quite so good.
Oh, it's on your Dex.
It's there.
Oh shit!
Should have gone. Actually, I think I was going for
a hit. Okay. That's it. That's a special miss. Okay.
Yeah. Super special miss. Do I trip over going there or something?
So what happens is you end up spraying web all around, because let's just say you were thinking it was going to jump off and you try to get it in midair, so you end up spraying it all around, all this web around this area.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Potentially catching Ganther in it.
Yes, Ganther gets completely webbed against the mushroom.
Nice.
Hence the 20 being a critical failure.
That's what I was thinking.
You end up so he's like this.
At least he's not sliding down anymore.
He's not sliding down anymore, but he's also invisible and silent.
Yeah.
There is a danger of
there is for suffocation, isn't there?
Okay, so someone might have to realise what's going on. Okay, so
I can't see him anyway.
So. The web has shot.
Failed. Uh-oh. Okay, cool. So then, Thanik will do the scroll.
Okay.
Which is the sleepy scroll, hopefully.
Yeah, and that I don't think you have to aim. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. You see this thing's eyes, and it definitely falls asleep.
Right. Okay. So we need to get the cage super quick.
Okay. Where's the mule? It's up top, is it?
It's up top. Yeah, for real.
I presume did you bring it down?
I guess we would have brought the mule down, but hopefully we would have brought the cage down.
You can bring the cage down, so I guess someone at the back had it like woolen.
Yeah.
So, I guess you have a little bit of time now, right? So you can
theoretically. So if necessary, Woolen can do a floating disc spell if it's too heavy.
All right.
To pop it underneath and bring it in super quick.
So I think it's all right. It's bulky, but it's not impossible. I mean, that's the point of it. It's meant to be transportable. This glass cage. Okay, so I guess you open the
cage and push it.
Okay, so open the cage and nothing seems to be happening.
So kind of start to
nothing seems to be happening.
as in not as in kind of go up to it and start to to kind of put, like, if it's
So
like, take a paw and put that in to see if it then sucks it in. Hopefully,
It doesn't seem to be doing anything. It seems a bit.
yeah, bollocks.
It's almost like.
It wasn't.
Well, I guess maybe it doesn't work, or
Okay.
or maybe I don't know. Maybe it needs.
Clavence is magnificent.
Whoosh! This thing gets sucked in, whoosh, and you see it sort of sleeping in their layers. So, and then as you do that, the cage clunks behind it.
Yeah. Nice.
And then I'm going to say the cage kind of goes slightly opaque and even shrinks down a little bit. So it's gone a bit smaller.
Okay. Theoretically, hopefully,
Mm-hmm.
maybe. So.
You can come out now, Ganther.
Ganther-shaped weapon.
Actually, that is the point. I guess he might be able to see his profile.
It just looks like Spider-Man's come round and
quit messing around.
Like guys.
Yeah, quit messing around, Ganther. That's not funny, man. That's not funny. All right. After some arsing around, you finally realise that Ganther's been like webbed to the thing, and you cut him out.
Yeah, lovely. Thank you very much.
And let's just say, okay, let's just say
these two are dickheads. They completely messed that up completely. Ganther missed like completely, and then and then like, someone got excited. Never normally happens like that.
The horn went well, though.
It's just it's just you. You're just a very attractive monster.
Okay, so what's the plan now?
So I guess we'll have a check of this cave, see if there's anything else in there.
Yeah.
Any booty, as it
Yeah,
were.
okay, we should roll for magic. That's fun, isn't it? Roll for treasure. Where'd that pencil go? So, okay, what you noticed is when you were trying to like coax it into the cage and like completely confused. What you noticed is this manticore had clearly been in some sort of like scrap. It was obviously pretty weak.
Oh, really?
So you think it's actually quite close to
death?
If it had taken some more. You think it was a couple of shots away, possibly from dying.
Oh, wow.
So you wonder if maybe it had had a scrap with these adventurers or whatever that were in the cave or something, or something had happened, because it was definitely not at full bore.
Did those kind of look like? I guess if we're kind of looking at it, do they look like they're kind of sword / axe kind of wounds? What's your book?
What's that on fire?
No. What's your book? That's the more important thing.
Yeah. So. Yeah, so your best guess is go out and fight with some adventurers, probably. That's or something with weapons, basically. Yeah. Okay. Your best guess is adventurers. Well, I guess it could be a band of goblins, but obviously someone who did enough damage to it to make it worrisome.
Okay.
Do
we think it's kind of definitely a manticore? Are we?
Well, give your cleverest guy roll for wisdom with advantage, because. I mean, I guess manticores, what are they? Are they common?
I don't think they are they?
What's the frequency? Uncommon. But you're adventurers. I tell you what, just give me a straight wisdom.
Straight wisdom, just on one?
Just on one, yeah. Under, please.
10.
Okay.
Which is under.
So yeah, he thinks it's a manticore. Okay, shall we roll for treasure old school?
Yes, please.
Well, no, we haven't done this for a while.
No.
So copper, under 5%.
Under 5%.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, man. Nope. 83.
Silver. Just tell me your numbers.
Ooh, 15.
Okay, you find the equivalent of 4,000 silver. Get this home, bucket. It's heavy. Another percentile.
This is going to be another black dragon thing, isn't it? Oh, 26.
No. And again.
Ooh, 3.
Ooh, right. This was.
Do you want to just see that as well?
No. Come off it. 8. Ooh, you find the equivalent of 8,000 gold.
Whoa. But there's got to be some.
Let's say this is in like knickknacks, as in like cups and crowns. So this is very portable worth of loot.
Yeah.
But you've on retail or gross value or whatever selling in the shop, you get 8k for it.
Nice.
And again,
right, another low one. Well, this platinum pieces now.
Gems.
Oh, gems. 52.
No chance. Jewelry.
Jewelry. 7.
Oh, fuck. How do we do jewellery? I don't know how we do
Just
jewellery.
mix them up.
Okay, there's basically a bunch of gems.
Yep.
You think they're pretty valuable, not really sure.
Nice.
Okay, bloody hell. This thing's got some good
Anything
loot.
magic?
Well, apparently by default you get magic.
Oh, really?
A bit worried now. I'm going to say there's some item. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna get. It says you get 3, but I'm going for 1 on this because he was such a low powered dude.
And you've given us loads of stuff beforehand
That's
as well.
true.
To be fair, so I wouldn't be upset if you kind of just said it's just a Vorpal or something.
You're just a Vorpal, yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun to run on magic
Or
tables randomly.
10 bags
Better
of
not be
gold.
like bloody machine of Kalwesk or whatever it is.
Baba Yaga's hut.
Something like, yeah.
And a Vecna.
That'd be good, wouldn't it? Right, let's do an old school rolly.
I've seen some really good Baba Yaga huts.
What,
Kind of
drawings?
miniatures and drawings and stuff. They're really quite cool.
All right, here we go.
Lots of stuff.
Okay. What the hell? Okay, percentile.
47.
47. Okay. Okay.
38.
Okay. All right. Well, you basically find what look like some pretty fancy looking boots.
Oh, some boots.
Fancy looking boots. You find some other knickknacks, but everything else is like
Basic.
yeah. But you think these look pretty nifty.
Okay.
And they could be cursed, of course.
Does the detect magic just say it is magical, not what it does?
But the spell.
Yeah.
I think if your magic user has some time to study, I will say give him a fair chance of just working out.
Yeah.
But you're wondering about this scroll, right? This. What the hell is it? You're worrying about using the other magic item that you've got, the one with.
No, I didn't get the eyes.
Oh, you didn't get it. Okay.
No.
Oh, so well, do you have that spell? Do you?
So, well, she can choose from it. She hasn't got it.
Oh,
Remember, we did. Oh no, she does have detect magic. I did put a little dot by it.
okay.
So she does. She can do detect magic.
Well, it
But
was
if it's just if that's just there's a glow around it rather than identify, because I think isn't there a specific identify?
yeah, I don't know. I'll tell you what. Before you go to bed, I guess you could. I guess you might. Maybe I tell you what. If you cast it, then I think it's a pretty good chance you know what they are. I guess let's just go with that for now. I can't be bothered to. It seems to be unreasonable not to let you figure out what they are. Let me just see. Okay. All right. So you can. I guess you could do it now, but it might make sense. I don't know whether it makes sense to save it up for a quiet time. I don't know whether you want to rest up. I guess there's no need, is there? It's still quite early morning.
Done anything really, apart from like people get a bit embarrassed about sliding down a pole
and webbing your own mate.
Webbing early.
That's a bit kinky, doesn't it? Like,
Just
grab this giant mushroom. Sounds a bit
Slightly
suspicious,
wet
and then like webbing him.
Slightly worried that they've been rubbing lotion into each other as well. One's got a ball gag in, so he can't say anything.
Yeah, a web ball gag. Okay, so do you want to cast your detect magic? I'm just going to make a decision. Say if you cast it,
I
then
think
you know
so,
what it
because
is.
it's kind of this. I guess from the perspective of, if
I tell you what, you
if
gotta-
just to go for like the actual, the quest, then that's been fulfilled, and we just need to wait until the next morning to kind of use the amulet. If we're just going to explore very slightly, which we could possibly do, but then equally we could get into a lot more trouble if there is some kind of wandering things, because we
I tell you, what, I'm making a deal. You can either save it and then till you have a rest time and you can study it, which you might get it for free, or you can cast your spell now and know. So you get a chance that if you hold your spell under ideal conditions, then you might just be able to figure it out. So you can either save it up and wait later. Of course, you can put them on.
could be cursed,
Could be
which
cursed.
is a thing there. So that's always a risk. I guess so. Thought process wise, we could explore around this a little bit because it's doubtful that there would be any kind of wandering monsters in the immediate vicinity of this beastie, although he's just been in a fight, which may well be
Probably
from this
things
adventures.
things are probably keeping away from it. I would have thought.
That's my thought process there, just because it's kind of a fairly like apex predator, isn't it? Really, so there might be some small bits of wildlife around. I guess if we found another colour changing parrot for not for Popo, but for a buddy for Waldo.
Someone for Quink.
Yeah, that might be quite nice for them. So we can have a look.
Okay. So, are you going to use the spell, or are you going to wait till you have a quiet time and just study it and see if you get it for free?
I think we'll wait, because then if there is anything else that happens, at least we've got that if we need to. So
you could try them on.
Could, but I'm not going to.
Right. Okay, so
that sounds like you could try this on and then cursed forever.
Not that many cursed items in this bad boy.
No, but man, I rolled a 3 to throw a dart or something that was massive and right in front of me.
You had two. Technically, there were 2 other items. I'm just curious. I won't give them to you, but let's see what you would have got.
Oh,
just
okay.
for fun.
Yep.
Sorry, dude. I just think the reward.
No, I just think this is quite cool.
Okay, let's see what you would have got. That would have been hilarious. I hope it now is an artifact. Go for it.
Yep. 35.
So that's a scroll.
Yeah.
Go for it. Yeah, go for the. What scroll
go
is
for the
it?
scroll?
Yeah.
90 on the nose.
90. Which is protection from possession. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Another one.
All of these things are kind of helpful at some point, aren't they? So. 93.
93. Okay. Miscellaneous H.
Ooh, sounds exciting.
That sounds exciting.
Do you know there was a time when we'd know exactly what was on that, wasn't there? So.
Yeah. Wouldn't even tell you. I can't tell you what you got, man. Miscellaneous H. Go for it.
4.
4. Arrows +1.
Oh, nice.
You know what? I think we can do that. Let's give you this because it's not too overpowered. Right.
D100.
2d12. How many are these?
2d12. Wow.
Neat arrows. And let's just say they're also in the same design as the boots. They've got the same sort of emblematic shit on it.
Nice. Okay. Whoa, 22.
You got,
Wow.
you got 22. Anyone got a bow?
I think we do actually. I think there's a crossbow.
Technically, this scroll.
Oh, actually, no, maybe not.
Really, no one's got a bow?
No.
Surprised. Okay, well, you have to retail them.
To give
You sure?
get clipper bow.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a halfling.
Yeah.
Bow skill 4.
Warhammer. Technically, there was another scroll in the pile. What would you have got? Technically, Manticore, you get a free scroll, I think.
Oh, really?
Part of the treasure. I don't know why Manticore's got scroll.
Yeah. 13.
13. Oh, it's just some spell. Well, one spell levels 1 to 6. Oh, bugger it. Let's roll it. Give me a
okay.
D6.
D6.
Why are you being so mean here?
10.
On a D6. Okay, it's level 2.
Level 2, yeah.
Okay. I guess you don't know what this scroll is yet. But, in fact, I won't tell you what it is, but I'll So, level 2... I'm going to go magic user.
Yeah.
Okay, what are that? Oh, D24.
D24.
So, roll me
2d12?
2... Yeah, give me 2d12, because I'll just ignore 1.
7.
Actually, the problem with 2d12...
Because you don't get 1.
You don't... Give me a percentile and just get under 24. Because otherwise, when you add them, you get a median, and it's always going to be in the middle.
Okay, cool.
So in fact, roll a 1 or 2 on the roll a dice to give me 1 or 2. So evens is 2.
On anything?
Yeah, anything.
Evens?
Okay, and then roll me a 12.
5.
Okay. Right. So when you write ROE for your spell,
2 secs.
and then that'll help me remember.
Scroll ROE.
Yeah. Back in the day, you might even be able to guess.
Oh, Ray of Enfeeblement.
It could be, I suppose. That does fit the initials. Okay, so that's what you get. That's
Okay, cool.
in the stash.
Nice.
Yeah, not bad. I never gave you anywhere near this many items back in the day.
Not at all, man. I think, and they've actually got quite a lot as well, haven't they?
They do, yeah.
So I think this is kind of a fairly magic heavy.
It is a bit.
One, so it's quite nice.
Yeah, it's for a play test, so I didn't want to not to get this first fight you're dead.
Yeah, this is it.
So no one has a bow, really? Not even.
No.
That's interesting.
Because Ganther has a crossbow.
Oh, yeah. Not even clip.
Sling for Barder.
What's clip got?
Clip has throwing daggers.
That's a.
Or throwing dagger of self-returning. Oh, I could have popped that, stuck the dart to it.
Oh, interesting idea. Well, he might have done. He might have been able to throw it. Yeah, maybe.
I think he'd go for a bow though.
Well, he could take up one. It might be worth taking up the bow.
Short bow.
All right, let's keep going then. All right.
Yep. So, what are we doing?
Yep.
So, I guess
you could wait till tomorrow morning and use the.
We could. That would be. I think. Kind of. We know that we're in an area. Actually, he said don't feed the blink squirrels, didn't he? But I guess if we're, we could.
I'm going to just change a little bit about this. I'm going to say the cage didn't go opaque. You can actually see the beast inside, okay? So it's just he's like a miniature little guy inside.
Okay,
you can,
cool.
poke him with your finger and stuff. That's why you can see he's all wounded and stuff.
Yep.
But currently he's asleep, of course.
And so, just out of interest, it has a human face. It's not a human face that we recognise or anything like that at all. It's not something that's some.
It's got quite an old face.
Family secret or anything like that. So, what are we doing? So, are we going to explore the immediate vicinity? See if we can find a few bits and pieces. We're thinking about maybe finding some belladonna if we could.
Your mule is out. Your
mule's outside anyway, so
it's
not going to come down.
You can't get him to.
No.
You can't get him into the cave. Well, I guess you could try. You could put him in with the manticore.
Actually, to be fair, the magical probably does need feeding up, doesn't it?
Poor old Daphne.
It's not like Bill. I'm not attached to it. I think
the cage is closed, so I don't think you actually can.
Yeah, probably couldn't unless we said the man. No, it needs a key to open it, doesn't it? Probably. So let's. I think let's just maybe just explore the immediate vicinity. I think on the thought process of our apex predator, there probably isn't going to be much to encounter around there. Like that could be dangerous.
You could try find this path down to this road, I guess. But you got the amulet, so I mean.
We do, and we're relatively safe. That's the kind of only thing. But you kind of this is part of it where you just want a little bit of adventure.
The caldera is a little bit the bottom of it is kind of warm. You could investigate that, I suppose. I don't know.
Because we can't. There's heat radiating from it.
You feel like there's heat coming out from you can't.
But we
exactly
can't actually see it.
Well, I mean, you haven't really looked very hard, have you?
Yeah.
And you could wait till it's dark and have another look, I suppose. Or you could just you could try your night vision on it, I guess, because it might pick up a different signature. I guess basically to my mind, you haven't really studied it. You just
because we went down to each of the caves, and what the caves are kind of midway down there.
Yeah, I guess.
Thing, yeah.
Well, or like 10 or 20 feet down, and this thing goes down 30 feet.
Actually, as you were saying, if it's something there, then it could. Oh, okay, interesting. It could be like a. I think you kind of hinted at it before. Just too stupid to pick it up. Could be like a meteor or something like that at the bottom that's kind of throwing this heat up, or War of the Worlds.
War of the Worlds? Is that?
Where the I think the ship that the aliens come in lands in something common. Anyway, whatever.
Somewhere in England, is it? And what makes it really hot?
Have you not listened to War of the Worlds?
No, I haven't actually.
Right, that's right. I'll
okay.
Find a link and send it to you. Anywho, It's very worthwhile if anybody does ever listen to this. Do listen to it. It's very good. It's quite cool.
Well, what? So this is the original broadcast in 19.
Original broadcast. Did they broadcast
before the war?
This one? No, I think this is because this has got like music. This is like a musical type one.
Oh, okay.
It's really good.
Well, send me a link anyway.
Yeah.
Please.
Kind of one of the soundtracks of my childhood. So I just play it in the car and stuff.
Oh, that
really
sounds cool.
Anywho's, so I think let's just investigate the base of the caldera, and then depending on what happens there, then we may well just do a little bit of a kind of a recce around.
Okay, give me a roll. I guess you're all studying it now, so again, with advantage, wisdom. So it's a group roll. So so basically your best wisdom guy, but extra dice for you all like chipping in together.
Best wisdom is 14.
Best wisdom's 14.
Interesting.
You don't become adventurous by being wise.
No, a 6.
That's your okay. So
6 and
so
19.
when you're studying it, you're pretty sure that you can see a pentagram symbol glowing in the bottom of it. So it's definitely giving out heat. And if you look carefully, you think, wait a minute. You look long enough, you kind of start to make out what appears to be a 10-foot circle of pentagram at the bottom.
Okay.
And that you're pretty confident. And I guess maybe you shimmy down a bit, and as you get down, it gets hotter and hotter and hotter. So when you can stand on the base, but it feels like 50 degrees down there. So it's centigrade. So you don't want to stay there.
Yeah.
You could probably fry an egg if you wanted to, if you left it long enough. So
sure, we've got any eggs on our thing.
Got some walnuts.
We do have some walnuts, yeah.
So I guess that's it. And I guess you have a little bit of a look around this sort of foresty area. I would say if you go more than maybe 100 yards around, then I might have to roll a random encounter just in case. Yeah. So if you keep to the caldera, you're pretty confident nothing's
in there in that kind of bit
gonna get you. So you could hunker down, wait till morning, or you could head down the road and head straight back to town.
The hunkering down sounds quasi boring.
It does
but
sound.
equally, we've done what we've.
But to be fair, we can go like this. It's done.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you can have explore the woods. Maybe you want to have a look around.
I think there's kind of, I guess we'll explore but stay close to the caldera just to see. I guess I'm looking for belladonna. So if there is any of that.
Oh yeah, okay.
We were talking about that anyways.
Give me a D6. See if you see any belladonna locally.
2.
Nope, not here.
Rubbish on the D6s. And also if there's any of the colour changing birds.
Okay, right. Okay,
I'm not.
Okay. All right. Well, again, give me a D6 in case there's some around here. They could be nesting.
5.
Nope.
No. Cool. I think with this, it's going to sound like slightly boring, but they don't have many hit points.
Mm-hmm. No, it's fine. Do what's sensible.
They're pre-rolled ones.
Mm-hmm.
I have a little bit attached to them just with the various things that we've kind of done. Admittedly, I can't remember some of the bits and pieces that we were doing before, but they have been quite good fun to kind of play. And I think they've done what they came out to do. The other stuff was kind of almost like side quests that weren't really that much anyway. So yeah, let's.
All right.
Theoretically,
just in case, like something does come through.
Yeah.
It's not very unlikely. Okay, nothing comes through the night. Do you want to use your spell before you?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so pretty confident with the elven boots.
Ooh.
And
exciting.
Judging by the thing, you think they're probably giving you the ability to be quite stealthy. And when you put, someone going to put them on, I guess.
Yep.
Who? Doesn't matter. There's the old thing. It fits the feet that it is put on.
Real. I think. It'd probably be better on Bardet. So Bardet can maybe give his boots of leaping.
Oh yeah.
To Ganther maybe.
If you want, yeah, you're cool.
Because then he can kind of like almost like
he wants
things where you see almost like Fortnite where you see people like jumping really far to kind of get in and
he wants to get to the top of the mushroom.
He does want to get to the top of the mushroom. That's his whole thing. The Air Jordans.
Mm-hmm. yeah, why not? So he's going to swap it, is he?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
All right. What's Ganther's wisdom?
9.
Give me a roll.
Oh, come on.
Don't be paranoid, dude.
15.
Okay. He says these are nice boots. And that's it.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Okay. So basically, when Bardo puts them on, he sort of like jumps up and down, like trying to like see if he's trying to figure out what they're doing. But basically, what he realizes is that he's whisper silent, even though he's like doing like stomping and walloping. And...
Oh yeah, yeah,
So basically, they're obviously super stealthy.
yeah. Cool. That'd be super helpful for them. That's what I figured for a thief that would be a better thing there. The leaping ones certainly would be helpful if you were kind of thinking about that kind of classic parkouring through a city and stuff.
Yeah,
and
if you wanted to get something, you could like leap up and all that.
So you can always kind of get them back or whatever if you.
Yeah. Well,
if they've got
these adventurers
missions.
are quite.
Yeah.
They're a team, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that all you? So.
Yeah, I think so. There wasn't really much else on saying. I guess
your magic user relearns his magic, detect magic, presumably.
Yeah. Please.
No one needs any healing.
No.
Unless you want to heal the manticore.
No, because I think
it's still asleep.
Oh, really? That's a really bad
Well, before you go to sleep. I mean, because you've just cast it, right? You haven't gone to bed yet.
No, because I think it's kind of a a double-edged sword here, really. Because if we heal it, then it'll be a lot more powerful when they do eventually release it, which could be an issue.
Yep, sure.
So that could be an issue. If we don't heal it, then your man, the Baron or whatever it is, may well get a little bit grumpy that it's beaten up.
Yeah, we damaged my goods.
But then equally, he
knew you were.
he
knew you had to get
sent
it.
us out to try and get it, and also he sent an adventure. It looks like unless they stumbled upon it, they might stumble upon
it. They might have done, yeah. Or he sent someone before you, the rascal.
So I guess so. Final things to do would be, I don't think I'm going to heal it, so that I'm sure he'll have a healer somewhere in the town that can do stuff if they need to, or a vet. I guess the only other thing would be possibly to maybe draw, if possible, a picture of the pentagram to just a later thing, just in case there's something. So
well, like
they probably need to know that there's something there.
Yeah,
it may well be.
You can't see any symbols or anything because I guess you could wait.
Hazy.
I guess if you wait at night, it might be a bit more visible.
Yeah. Just in case, it could be either a protective thing, or it could be a summoning thing.
It's certainly something, isn't it?
I think so, and especially I guess with the heat or whatever, there might be something trapped, or there might be a portal to somewhere or something like that. So I think we'll kind of obviously we'll stay away from it, but just to kind of if we can get like a outline or see if there's any other bits and any other things there, then that might be interesting for further stuff down the line. And just to, I think, as I say, I think they should know that that's in there. They obviously knew about the beastie, but they should know about that stuff.
Give me a percentile. What I'm saying is, at night you go and have a look, and what you can see is it's definitely much more clearly a pentagram.
Yeah.
And I think you can see some faint lettering. And if you can give me a very high roll on, a really high percentile roll, you might know what it is, but it's very unlikely because it's very niche, right?
18.
No.
I'm going to say probably no.
No, that's a no. Yeah, it's either you can't really recognise it or they're not really there.
It's that shimmery type of thing.
Yeah,
okay, cool.
Maybe your just eyes are seeing things, it's patterns, but definitely a big 10-foot-ish pentagram glowing at the bottom of the caldera.
But then there's nothing that does it look complete all the way around as well? It's not got any breaks in the
not that you can see.
Pentagram or anything like that.
It looks complete.
Okay.
Like I say, you probably wouldn't have noticed it. I mean, obviously at night it's much more clear.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys go to sleep?
Yep.
Nothing happens?
Lovely.
You wake up? Yeah, you draw your sword, sleep in it. Someone's on watch, but okay, so you haven't lost any...
Standard kind of inventory type stuff.
So you haven't lost any points, so you're all good. Okay, so you're awake.
Yep.
I'm going to say for now the manticore is also asleep, but I guess you could try to rouse it, or...
Not really, I think I think Bless It's probably got a lot coming to it. Or not, I guess, if it's beaten up. But equally, though, it is a manticore. Manticores aren't particularly nice things.
Nope.
In my understanding. So yeah, I'm not too fussed.
Okay, so what do you want to do now?
So I think we'll use the amulet.
Go on then.
Hang on. I'm presuming its Clavence is magnificent.
So you're gonna like hold the cage and chant the phrase
with the amulet.
Oh yes, the amulet. Yeah, hold the amulet. Okay, so you say Clements is magnificent. Just need to have a think. Okay, and nothing happens.
I thought it might not. Definitely.
The amulet makes kind of a bit of a buzzing noise, but nothing happens.
Okay.
Oh, do you want it more?
No, I think it's better for a moment.
Maybe you used it. Did you, it's definitely
the
before
the first.
Yeah, it's definitely within the first hour
After sunrise.
Mm-hmm. You guys get up early, right?
Although I wonder if it's because it's close to the pentagram.
Yes, it could be.
So let's.
So here's the map. I guess you could try scamper down to that road.
Yeah, we can. We'll certainly move away from the cold era.
That's a good call. It could be the magical interference. Okay, so returning to here. I mean, like you're somewhere along here.
Yep.
Ish. Your general knowledge, there's, this there.
Nastiness
so,
over there.
and you can sort of, I guess you kind of possibly seeing a road here that you can just about see. So if you cut through down the hills, you're probably fairly safe to hit onto it. So, are you going to start making your way back to town, or are you going to just wait another hour, or
we'll
away?
Start making our way down to town, but like every,
10 feet, 100 feet, every half mile. I don't know.
Not even that, really. I think every 100 yards.
I'm gonna save you some time. It doesn't appear to work.
Lovely. Okay, cool. So, in that case.
Oh yeah, what did you do with what happened to Daphne overnight? The mule.
In with us?
Well, you're in the cave, right?
Yeah.
Did you try to hoist her down? It'd be dangerous. Did someone stay up there with her? Someone stay up there with her at night? Because the predator might have.
We would have. Yeah, we would have left her up there.
Okay, all right. I'm going to say you luckily nothing came and was snaffled your mule.
Yeah, although we don't kind of quasi. Do we need it? Is the cage that big, or is it kind of quite small?
It's now quite small, but it was obviously designed to carry the cage.
Yeah. Cool, that's fine. I mean, if
your gear, and your general gear, like water and food, I guess it had like some of that stuff on it.
4,000 silver pieces.
Oh yeah, what are you going to do with that? Because
cool.
I'm not sure that's a lot of weight, isn't it? I don't think you.
Daphne's alright. Daphne said.
Okay.
There's the weight.
I'm going to call that Daphne can just about haul this weight.
Yeah. Nice.
And yeah.
Maybe the strong man from the Adventures of Baron von Munchausen.
Yeah, so you, I guess you maybe turf all the food and rely on the food in your packs and fill up
we do have food on our packs.
So you're going to rely on that and get rid of the excess stuff that to fill all the food bags that the Lord gave you, Lord Polton gave you, and fill it with treasure, right?
Kind of amusing that he knew it wouldn't work by giving us all the food stuff.
Maybe it would look implausible. That's true. Although maybe you should have been suspicious he gave you some food to take.
I mean, we've got, as you say, the 8,000 gold in
jewellery,
knickknacks and other bits and pieces.
That's very portable.
The silver is. I'm still going to take some food with us, so I'm not going to get rid of it all.
Right. Well, you'll take half of it.
Yeah.
Right. Who's got the knickknacks out of interest? You can spread it around, I guess. So they've all got about 1,000 worth of gold knickknacks on them.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's got a ring, someone's got a bracelet, someone's got a whatever.
Nice.
And some jewellery and some gems.
So, yeah.
Everyone's got their own gem too,
nice.
in their birth sign.
Oh, thank you.
They're all Leo, so it's all whatever that is. No, anyway. Okay. So you're going to head down to the road.
So, hang on, let me just
that table going. So after a while, you think to yourself, after like an hour of trying this, you realise that it doesn't seem to be working, and then it's past. It's an hour. It's now an hour past.
Yeah.
Sunrise.
Yeah. What a douchebag.
Well, he does want the manticore, so...
Yeah, no. Maybe there's something else that we've missed, but...
Okay. So, roll me 2d6.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me if you roll... Please.
5.
Okay. So, you go for a bit, and nothing especially interesting is happening.
How far do we think it's back to?
Yeah, so you think it's a couple of days to the woods and then one day across land. So it's not that far, but it's definitely because in the woods it's a bit heavy going. Although you found this track actually, so it's a bit quicker. So let's just say you get to about midday and nothing has happened. Maybe you have a bit of a break for quick feed and then continue. So you're going to continue to follow the track?
Yeah, I think so. I think we kind of need to make speed back because he wanted it by a particular time as well, didn't he? So
you're guessing
to reassure the peasants and stuff.
Yeah, because you remember you think he wants to do a moonlit hunt, right? And it was about 5 or 6 days. So you got to get back in time, right?
Yeah, so I think we'll stick to the path. I mean, obviously doing everything we can to make sure that we don't get ambushed, but
Sure.
that's just normal anyway, isn't it? So
Yep, I'm going to read that as...
I kind of feel you shouldn't have to say that, but...
Oh, you might. Yeah. Why the hell is... I haven't said this. I've got to remember what it is. You see?
Interesting having like a dwarf thief. You kind of almost imagine him kind of scouting ahead with his new boots.
Yep. Yeah, actually he's got some boots now. Is he scouting ahead or are you all together?
I think so, just to see if there's anything ahead that we can kind of avoid.
Okay, so give me another roll for the second part of the day.
Yeah. 2d6?
Yes, please. 6 or doubles? Nope.
9.
Okay, so again, nothing happens.
Okay.
So it's getting a little bit, I guess it's getting to almost, the early afternoon. And ahead of you, you see something that looks a bit like, so it's like you see a low mound.
Yep.
I'm going to put my finger over that for now. A low mound through the trees. The road's going up to it, and there's like quite a large standing stone in front of, like, directly in the path.
Yep.
Obviously, it's still quite a bit in the distance, so you can't quite see it all, but it's definitely approaching something that looks...
the standing stone is on top of the mound or in front of the mound?
In front of the mound, but in line of the road. So if that's the mound, although it's bigger, and you're coming, let's pretend you're coming down the path here. It's like that. And obviously you can only see a segment of the mound.
Yeah.
But it's clearly, it's unusual because this is all forest, but this area, basically, this low, it's probably at the top 30 feet high or 20 feet high, but it's obviously about, I don't know, 100 meters across.
Okay.
It's quite I don't know, it's quite a big round construction. You see a bit of it. It's a low grassy mound with nothing else on it.
Yeah.
And then obviously there's trees. So this is a bit unusual. There's no trees growing on it either.
On top of it.
Yeah.
And is the grass healthy? I mean, I know it's a way away, but is the grass...
It's kind of green. I mean, it's either made of such a material that nothing can grow on it but a bit of scrub grass, or maybe animals graze on it or something, or something more
sinister
is happening.
Okay.
Actually, give me on your travels. I think this is fair. Give me, for each of these stops, give me a d6, please. So two d6.
Okay.
See if you came across something unusual.
Double 1.
No.
No.
Okay. I just thought that I could foreshadow something if it was necessary, but no,
Okay,
you didn't
cool.
come across anything.
So, and it's in a path. So we could try to go around, I guess.
Okay. So let's just say you come down to the first standing steady. Is someone creeping ahead, or
Yeah.
So okay, bar dirt, I guess.
Yep.
I mean, okay. Wearing his boots, is he going to nip through the trees?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
I guess he's quiet. We know he's quiet. Let's just roll anyway for stuff. I lost my 10. Okay, so he goes down. He goes. Let's just call it. So he gets there, and so again around. So there's this. He can now see the whole mound, at least the front bit of it. And what he can see is there's a stone ahead. There's what looks like a path, part of the road. Certainly from what he can see, it looks like he goes around the whole mound.
Okay.
But of course, he's guessing. But it goes around at least halfway. And there's a stone in front of him. And there's 2 other stones on either edge.
Yeah.
And they seem to have paths to go in different directions. So if I draw a picture. I mean, I guess... Yeah, okay. So your hills were here, right?
Yeah.
And this thing wiggled a bit, but let's just say there's a stone here, and you can see a stone here and a stone here. So your path came like that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say going from north to south, and then what looks like is broadly west and east, but you obviously can't see the other side. And the sort of trees are around it, but not on it, and they kind of start getting thinning out, so you can start seeing a bit through.
Okay.
So, and like I said, it's quite a low dome. It's clearly an unusual thing to be in a forest.
Yeah.
Actually, no, Clip is from around here, isn't he?
Yeah.
But
No, I was going to ask if anybody knows.
most people stay away from the Greening Coombe Forest. But I guess Clip, he's local. He knew about Lord Pauldron, so
Does like a hike.
does he?
Got walking boots.
Oh, he does. Okay, give me a roll. Give me a high 20. Give me a high 20. So 19 or 20. Maybe knows something about this place. Can't see that number, man.
That is actually a 19.
Is it? I can't read that dice at all.
No,
All
I'm
right.
not using this thing.
Okay,
I will
so-
use this one because it's done quite well for me.
All right, so I guess amazing, man. Okay, so Clip has heard of this place, and he's heard of like the 5 standing stones in the forest,
Yeah.
and he says it's like I guess Bardet is going to have to come. Has Bardet come back yet? I tell you, when Bardet comes back, we can. What would Bardet do? Would he come back, or would he go further round, or what?
I think initially he'd come back
You know
to
what?
report this stuff.
Clip would have seen the first stone, right?
Yeah.
Right at the beginning. So he says basically he's heard of the 5 standing stones of the forest, and he says there's like associated with bad mojo basically.
dear.
So he suggests you go around it.
Yeah.
Well, actually it's up to you, but he thinks it's bad mojo.
Yeah.
But that's
Kind of. It is kind of one of those things where you kind of think this is like a menhir or a barrow or something like that. So I think that's not a bad and unreasonable thing to do. I think given that the trees are kind of thinning, rather than kind of coming out into that
okay.
kind of area,
Skim around.
We'll skim around, I think.
All right. So let's have a look. So when Barda gets about here, he sees that actually the tomb looks like someone's recently broken into it, and he can see like an entrance, and there's all sorts of trash turfed out here, lots of like broken masonry and shit, and then and actually there's 2 more stones, right?
Yeah.
Give me roll for surprise.
Oh.
So roll a d6. On a 1 or 2, you'll get surprise.
Yeah.
Nope. On a 1 or 2, maybe something will surprise you. No. So you're quiet. Let's give me a hide and shadow. So you definitely nothing's going to hear you, but they might
See me.
see you. They might. I mean, first of all, if you're hidden, you're hidden. But if you're not hidden, then they might have to see you.
55.
Okay,
That's
so-
a fail, but
That's a fail. Which way do I need to go? Okay. what you do see amongst all this detritus, you do see quite a lot of like gold and stuff. It's like whoever turfed this out
Yeah.
has either left in a hurry or wasn't interested in gold. But what you do see is quite a large squirrel,
Oh, fucking blink squirrel.
a black squirrel, quite large. And you know how like squirrels bury nuts?
Yeah.
This one's burying a bone.
A bone.
A bone that's come out of one of these coffins, you think, or some coffin guy. So it's digging a thing, and it's going to pattern it down,
Right.
and it's gone back in. It's kind of gone back into the one of these things, and looks like he's pulled out another bone. He's got it in his mouth with this, and then it scampers maybe a bit further round, starts burying it again.
Round.
A little bit further round this way, yeah. And so starts.
Okay.
So you're here, and it's got a bone, buried one here. You know, like a big thick
No, female.
thigh.
Or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it starts to bury another one there, which I think you find a little bit weird. Because squirrels, and it's yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going nowhere near it. I think, especially given the advice from the mysterious stranger. So I guess.
I mean, you want to let it give it a chance to like maybe it'll bugger off. I don't know. Is Bardet going to try creep back without being seen? Because at the moment it hasn't seen you. But if you move, it might, I suppose. Although it's gone a little bit further out.
Yeah, I was going to say, if it's going around that way, when it's got its back to me,
Well,
I'm silent because of my boots. So
silence.
actually, it's not so much of a seeing thing. It would be unless it's.
it's seeing, not hearing.
Yeah. And if it's back to me, then I could.
Well,
If not,
I'd roll
if
for
not
silent.
go all the way round, then at least
Yeah,
go a certain distance, hide behind a tree.
if you roll for silent, then you not silent, hide in shadows. It won't see you. But if you don't, then it might. But I think given it's got its back to you, it's unlikely to see you, but it's not impossible. So it's a call.
I'm just coming around this way.
Yeah.
To be fair, it's probably just going to theoretically do random stuff to hide things. Not so keen on the bone stuff. Whether if the other guys we could go a bit further round, kind of come back onto one of these things. So I think he's going to come back round,
Okay.
and then they'll go a bit further round. So they're kind of before I was kind of just skirting on the on the outskirts.
Oh, so you go
sort of thing
deeper.
now.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
deeper, and
All
then
Okay. All right. So hiding shadows again. That means he definitely won't see you.
87.
Right. So he might see you.
Yeah.
But
Orange hair just kind of.
I guess you're in the woods. So
Yep.
I think the chance of him seeing you, is low.
Yep.
Okay. So over 90, it will see you.
Okay.
81.
Nice.
I have to make sure I remember which one I'm doing.
Yeah, for real,
Okay,
Either way,
so
I didn't have it, but
no,
yeah.
so it didn't see you, and I guess you'd keep your eye on it.
Yeah.
Okay, it still seems to be in that location when you go off. It hasn't buggered off yet. Put it that way. So you go back and you report about the hole.
Yeah.
In what appears to be a tomb because all the stuff's buried outside.
Yeah.
And you report.
Giant squirrel.
Well, it's it's bigger than usual, probably twice the size of a normal squirrel.
Yeah.
And it's black.
I think given
And it seems to be burying
bones.
human bones.
Anything there. So yeah, that's which kind of for me is just leave those bones alone, man.
Just get him for Popo, man.
Yeah.
You'll enjoy that pet.
So let's.
So what's your thinking on our friend? You think it's a blunk squirrel, do you?
I think. Well, I mean, I guess the immediate kind of thing is, I guess if I describe it to the other guys, they might know what it is because I guess he's never seen a blink squirrel, but does maybe Clip because he's from around.
I guess we got to give Clip another chance. But it's a bit odd. Clip hasn't realised yet after everything that's been said. But go on, then. I'm going to make it a bit harder this time. It have to be a perfect 20 for Clip.
Perfect 20, right? I'll do it on this one so that you don't whinge about not being able to read the dice.
I believe you do. I'm just curious to see.
Oh, close. 18.
Wow. Okay, so he's heard legends of them, but
no one's seen them work.
In fact, he almost doesn't believe in them. Apart from now, you said you've seen this And Cliff is like, presumably he's like, well, I told you this is bad mojo, man.
Yeah, for real.
Standing stones.
Okay.
I don't want to play your characters for you, but I'm just...
Well, that bit is his knowledge that I think so. Right. So I guess, I mean, there's probably, hopefully, plenty of bones here for this black squirrel to be getting on with. So I guess we kind of go around a bit deeper in the woods.
All right.
To come around, I think, to this one. I guess whichever way would be taking us the right direction.
Okay. Are you tempted to investigate this barrow? What's your feeling, or whatever the mound is?
I think again, in a similar way that I was chatting about before, I think if we were a bit more powerful, then I'd probably be tempted. I think.
Could have a peek.
We've got loads of gold already, man, and we've got some nice boots and other bits and pieces. Can't remember what your man said he'd give us if we did all of this as well.
I think he said a handsome...
Yeah.
And the number, I didn't fix it down, but it was good.
Yeah.
We're
on a bit of a mission, bit of a time frame thing.
Quite a lot of gold lying around outside.
Quite a lot of gold there. I guess the thing that we could do is come back if we wanted to.
You could come back, yeah.
Without kind of this time-sensitive mission that we're kind of on at the moment.
Yep. Although, again, a little bit of a reconnoitre now might give you... I mean, you need to do what you need to do, but I'm just saying you could have a peek. It's up to you. Actually, give me a wisdom roll as well, whoever is best, please.
15, that might have failed.
I think it might be a fail.
Yeah, that's a fail.
Okay. While you're standing there watching, the blink squirrel scampers off. The squirrel scampers off. That way.
Okay. You desperately want me to look in this?
No. I'm rolling. I was just rolling. He might come towards you.
Should we have a quick look, see if we can put the bones back? Stop anything naughty from happening.
I'm just going to say, for the record, Ganther didn't collect his dart back.
Okay, yeah.
Because for some reason, I rolled for his wisdom and he didn't roll it, and you forgot.
Yeah.
So
fair,
you forgot it. But obviously, you still have the other items apart from the lotion, the potion, which is used up. But they haven't disappeared or anything. The ones you used, like the ring. So it is. You're not sure whether it has how many charges it's got or not. But I'm just saying they did not disappear. Apart the scroll did.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
But I guess
very well, I thought.
The horn is still on you.
Theoretically, yeah, if it's got stuff there.
Yeah, I'm just saying those just.
Okay.
Just to recap on.
I think at the moment, again it sounds really boring, but I think we do have to get this thing back. They've screwed us over by making us walk back as opposed to this thing that's obviously just beyond their ken, as it were. Unless we had to be maybe at the same place that we came in, maybe that might have been a thing as well. Might have been like a loci type thing there.
Yep.
That we didn't try. So let's. And also it might have been a different. Magical word for it that we didn't.
It's true.
Ask.
I would have thought they would have told you. I mean, I guess the only thing about also with this gold is if it stays there for too long, I guess something might snaffle it.
Yeah, it might.
I mean, you could take that risk. Obviously, you've got enough loot.
I think at the moment we do have quite a lot of loot, so we're feeling fairly good about ourselves. We're just about to be theoretically given a good reward as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
I should say by now this manacle has woken up.
Yeah.
He's like, oh please, man, let me go. Why have you come here? Why are you always these people coming and trying to kill me and capture me. I've done nothing to nobody.
I think we'll put a cloak over it so we just can't hear it over the thing so well.
You hear him whinging, oh, I'm so hungry. That mule looks so tasty.
Actually, we probably do need to feed it because we are a couple of days out now, aren't we? So, and it does need to kind of heal a little bit. So we will give it some rations and stuff for each week.
Some hard tack or something, I guess. Okay, all right.
Some tofu or something.
Let's just think how this works. Do things go into the cage like that? I guess they do. He just can't get out. Okay, so you can give him a few...
I mean, if it dies and it's the thing that they've made us walk back, then that's their problem. I think if we, not kind of stopping off to do extra bits, although if I was playing a computer game, I would definitely stop and do that. Because in Fallout 4, I went off and did loads of stuff and made loads of settlements before I found my son. That had been that was the whole point for doing the whole game. But this I would suggest we'd probably be held more to a time thing than the game. So yes, let's I think kind of bypass and keep on going, just kind of mentally noting where we think it would be. Obviously, this stuff is very difficult to come back to if we're not quite sure, but if we know the path that we're going to be taking and stuff, so
it might be hard to find it again, but still, your guys need to make whatever decision they need to make.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think we'll have to kind of move on from there and keep on going.
Okay. Which way are you going to
go? So if we were coming from the north previously, and then can I have a look at that?
The overall map.
Yeah, the overall, just the overall.
Yes, sure. Yeah, okay. So that's your memory because Clipper's local, as it were. So you came this way.
So I think probably this one then.
So you're going to probably take
back. Take us away from this a little bit.
Yeah.
And theoretically, if we're kind of coming this way, then we're going to be on the right side of. So
you're going to go for that one, are you?
Yeah.
Okay, let's just double check.
Which I think was the one that I was aiming for, anyways.
Okay. Double check. To make sure. All right. So. Okay. So I guess it's getting towards. Well, now it's kind of almost getting towards evening. I'm guessing you don't really want to camp by the thing.
Not particularly.
On the top? Big fire?
I was thinking maybe on the top of the thing. Yeah, that'd be a good place to think there.
Okay.
Start sizzling up some breakfast and bits and pieces like the hobbits do in Lord of the Rings.
Okay, I'm with you. Just make sure I get this right. What's that? Why am I getting confused here? Show me again which one you're going for?
This one.
Okay.
So I guess kind of...
So what, you're going to go a little bit further in and then camp down for the night?
Yeah, for real.
Okay.
But I think it'll be knowing that there's this thing potentially around, it'll have to be a fairly...
So are you going to camp on the road, off the road, near the road? I mean, you can probably go for another hour or so, I guess, away from the mounds. You've got a bit of distance.
Yeah.
But by the time it's definitely being a bit dark, you can just I think you're fairly skilled adventurers. You can used to stay up camp in a sort of semi-darkness.
Yeah. So I think it will be off the road, quasi near it, but just
not too far away that you can't find it again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Fire?
No.
Okay.
We've got hardtack and other bits and pieces. I think it's one of those things where you just go, right, this is going to be an uncomfortable night.
Sure.
But actually, I think with all of the stuff that kind of we've just seen there.
Okay, I'm with you. Okay, so let's see if give me 2d6. See if anything weird happens. I presume you're setting a watch.
7. Yeah.
Okay, so nothing happens overnight.
Cool.
No need for spells.
No.
I guess you're gonna feed this man to a core again.
Yeah.
Okay, he's still whining. Please let me go. I never go. I can tell you some. I can tell you some. I've got information I can give you.
What information would that be?
Well, I could tell you about Aldwin Six Toes, but it's a terrible secret, and you have to promise to let me go.
We could do that.
How do I know you're not going to trick me?
How do we know that your information is going to be any good?
Well, it is.
I think you're going to have to take us on trust because we're taking your...
Well, you guys look like honest chaps, and frankly, I don't have a lot of choice. And like I said, I've never hurt nobody. All I do is hunt little mountain goats. I don't do any harm to nobody. I try to keep myself to myself.
Aside from the adventuring party that was maimed and slashed up and stuff.
Well, in fairness to me, I was sleeping on my mushroom, and then these guys just attacked me. I was pure self-defense. I mean, why can't people leave me alone? I live up in these hills, not harming anyone. Please let me go. I've never done nothing to nobody.
Because you're a manticore.
It tries to shoot some barbs through the grate, but it's obviously designed to be a prison. They just thunk.
Yeah.
And it just starts crying.
Where is me, Buffalo Soldier?
Yes, exactly. So he starts weeping and crying.
Well, that's not going to help us get any information about Six Toes.
He says that Aldwin Six Toes is a werewolf.
Is a werewolf. That's exciting.
And he's taken over the town, and he's been basically killing human peasants each full moon and dropping their bodies over the river.
Tell us something we don't know. I thought you were going to tell us something interesting.
He says, "Come on! If he finds out I told you, I'm toast."
How do you know him?
I met him once. I chased him off. He was attacked.
A meet and greet.
He was Monsters Anonymous. We've given up humans. He
Slicer,
says,
not grinder.
He says,
Chomper.
He says basically, Aldwin has compelled him with a magic ring to do his bidding, and he has to dispose of the bodies in the bodies that he kills on the full moon in human lands, so he doesn't have to
do himself.
Well, and so he can make it look like he's not doing it in his lands.
Okay.
He says he basically leaves the bodies on an abandoned farm, and because he's compelled by this ring, Manticore says he has to pick up the bodies and drop them over the river.
Where's this ring?
The ring?
Yeah.
Well, Aldwin has it.
Okay. And it's compelled you even now?
Yeah. He basically, whenever I see him, he recompels me, and I cannot disobey him. But the reason I know it's him is because whenever I see him, he's always in a wolf form, and then he runs back to Hafton. Surely, Mr. Halfling, now I've told you this, you must let me go.
Again, you've not really told us anything that we didn't know.
What do you mean you knew this? No
We
one
didn't know
knows
about
this.
the ring, but we knew about it. It's obvious. Everyone knows that.
What? The Aldwin Six Toes is a werewolf?
Yeah. That's like old news. Where have you been? Have you been?
You guys have cheated me.
Have you been in a caldera or something?
You guys have cheated me. I've not done any harm to nobody.
No, definitely not.
I kill a few mountain goats, and the odd adventurer tries to kill me. That's it. Honestly, how hard? How
You
can
literally
you?
just tried to fire poisonous darts at us in a pick of rage.
Oh, well,
So
I mean, you guys have captured me and locked me up against my will, and how can you be so heartless? What harm have I ever done to you? Come on, what evidence do you have that apart from those guys in
apart
the
from
cage?
all the evidence in the world?
I can't believe. Where are you taking me anyway?
You don't need to know that. It's fine.
He starts crying and weeping again. and like making a big carry on, saying how mean you are,
Yeah.
and how you've broken the deal. You're such deal breakers and such scoundrels. You should feel terrible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, fair enough. I'm not fussed.
You put the thing back over.
Just put the hood back over.
Okay, so you hear him like boo-hooing away. He's a bit pathetic, frankly.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's morning.
Yeah.
You've had that conversation. Had your Brecco.
Yeah.
Presume you're going to go again?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, 2d6, please.
3.
Okay, nothing happens up to midday. Rolling
Cool.
well. Next day, next bit of the travel for the rest of the afternoon.
5.
Man, you're rolling like a devil.
Mm.
Okay, so
Oh, can we be looking for
yeah.
just on the side of the road like Belladonna?
Okay,
or
give me.
anything there, so-
You had 4 checks. Give me 4 sixes. 4d6. If you roll any sixes, you see some.
Yeah. Nope.
Nope.
Ooh, no.
Okay, it's a double. I'll say that you see some of the green mushrooms that you saw
Oh,
on the
okay.
throne room. They're growing out of some animal dung. In fact, take that back. They're withered, but they look like the same ones. But they're like droopy and decaying. So
Not worth.
actually, score that again. What you can see is because you guys were so absorbed, you can just see the top of these mushrooms. Like your guys obviously interested in belladonna and stuff and herbs.
Yeah.
You can see like the mushrooms seem to be
Trying to push.
as if they're about to come
yeah.
up, but they're not actually up yet. But they're just you think, oh, look, those are those crazy mushrooms. So they're not really. You reckon
But
they?
coming out of animal dung.
Yeah. And in fact, it looks like what you think is some sort of carnivore dung. So not herbivore, but some sort of beast. But you suspect, if you know anything about mushrooms, that they'll suddenly have a burst and like kind of pop up almost
Yeah.
overnight. But you think they're like a patch of this greenish mushrooms are
I guess we could put them.
I mean, you'd probably only have like a nugget, but you could get 5 little nuggets.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
we
like
should
the
grab some of
proto.
those.
I mean, I guess you could scoop up the dung
Yeah.
and just cart along with you.
Pop it in a like.
Get rid of some silver.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to get rid of some silver?
Get rid of some silver.
Okay, all right. Well, you grab a bit of dung and I guess you wrap it up.
Yep.
Okay, all right. You got some.
Weird thing going on, but yeah, let's see. One thing now that could just be interesting.
Okay, so you sense it. You're getting near the edge of the forest, but it's probably one more night's sleep.
Yep. Yeah. So I guess.
Did you do same routine?
Yeah, same routine again.
Okay, 2d6, please. Oh man, you run like a devil.
8.
I can't believe it. Okay, so nothing happens again. Wake up,
Yep.
Manticore again, like saying, "Oh, come on, man! I'm so hungry, and you just what do you? How can you live with yourself? What's going to happen to me?
Fairly easily. It's got to be
What's
said.
going to happen to me, man? I don't understand. Where are we going? Can't we do a deal? I promise I will only eat goats from now on."
Until someone comes along and compels you again. You seem to be the weakest-willed manticore in the whole world. So,
Actually, if you could free me from this compulsion from Alden, I could be a great ally.
yeah, definitely. Because we definitely want to be associated with a manticore.
Okay, so you're still not having any bit. So he
No.
goes back to boohooing and
Yeah.
crying and rolling around.
Buffalo sauce.
And you turn your hard hearts to him. Okay, so you get up. You'll be out of this is your last trek through the woods.
Yep. 4.
Jeez, man. Okay, nothing happens.
No.
Yep.
Lovely.
Okay, so you get to the edge of the thing and you pop out, and now you can see like fields and grassland, and the road's still going away, and you can just about see what you think is Humpton over the way.
Yep.
So you probably have another day's travel before you're back to Humpton.
And it looks, and from what we're looking at, we kind of, we know we're on the right thing from like geography around and other bits. We haven't kind of come out of the wrong point, and we're not looking at.
I think you're pretty confident you're here.
Yeah. Okay.
Because that sort of tallies. You're sort of
Yeah.
in line with Humpton. You might even just about see Hafton across the way.
But we'd have to, so essentially, if we were looking at Hafton, there wouldn't be the river in between us.
Yes.
So what I'm trying to say is make sure that we don't go to the wrong place. That's what I'm trying to from that perspective.
Yeah, I mean, especially because Clipper's around here, you're pretty sure if you keep going due
Yeah.
south, you'll hit Hafton.
Cool. Yep.
So you're just going to follow the path?
Yep.
2d6, please.
Ooh, 11.
So is that a
It's a
6?
6 and a 5.
Okay. So... $2d12, please.
2d12.
2d6, please.
2d6. 8.
Okay. Okay. See if anyone's surprised.
6.
You don't surprise them. They don't surprise you. Okay, so you're going along, and then you start hearing this like low, kind of almost like a buzzing noise, and probably about I don't know 100 yards away, you see these like kind of like diffuse shapes flying kind of towards you. They don't look, they're not solid like a bird, but they're just something coming towards you. You think they're real, not like a ghost or something, but there's definitely something heading to you quite, not at, almost like at a jog. They're not coming like a really fast bird, but they're kind of definitely making their way towards you.
Okay. Well, we'll kind of just get ourselves ready.
Tool up.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, you're obviously getting quite close to the river, and some of the ground's getting swampy. But what you realise is these are basically incredibly large mosquitoes. The bodies are about the size of almost like a squirrel.
Okay. Yeah.
And they're
They
headed.
blink mosquitoes.
Yeah, blink mosquitoes, and they're definitely.
That actually would be quite bad, wouldn't it?
They are actually coming towards you, and they need to come up. So yeah, so they're definitely intent on attacking, and I guess maybe even click it. Giant mosquitoes!
Okay.
Somewhere that's more of those. What do you want to do? I need to roll up how many. A bit of combat, maybe.
Yeah, I think we'll just start shooting stuff at them and throwing stuff at them, and
There's 6 of them.
6 of them. Okay, cool.
Give me a chance.
I guess I will.
I can't believe you had no encounters in the forest at all.
You've written loads and loads of tables for it as well, I'm making it.
A bit of a table, not being crazy.
I'm gonna hold off using the horn
Oh yeah, interesting.
because I don't want to waste it. Theoretically, I guess we'll see if this first round of kind of shooting at them goes badly. Then we can consider it maybe,
Yep.
and then just
I definitely wrote something up for them. Yeah, here we go.
stamp on them or whatever we need to do.
How many did I say there were?
Did you say 6?
I've got 5 written. I've got dice 5 there, but
Maybe it's 2d6 plus 1.
right, you know what? You said 6. It's 6 now, dude.
Piece of paper?
There you go.
Sure.
Yeah, no,
Go ahead.
you got it. Just give me a second to look up what I wrote about them. So who's shooting what? Sorry.
Oh, no, they're the thing.
I thought they all had some ballistics, but
No, it
just
looks
check.
like Mechanic doesn't.
Right.
I thought it was a staff thing, but it isn't.
I thought they all had some form of ballistics, but okay.
No, she doesn't.
Right.
She can maybe hold the mule, make sure that doesn't do
yeah.
anything silly.
Fair enough.
Willen can cast magic missile. She's level 3. That'll be 2 missiles.
Okay.
Clip can throw his dagger.
Okay, let's do the magic missiles because they hit automatically.
Yeah, they do.
So what's the damage?
So it's a d4 plus 1. Are we going to aim at different ones? Can you aim at different ones at the same target, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll give you. I'll let you steer them.
Yeah. So for the first one, 5.
Okay.
Second one, 3.
Okay. First one goes up in a puff. Tell me if you're rolling even.
Yes.
And the second one gets hit, and then you must obviously hit its wings or something, so it spins out of control and is on the ground.
Okay.
So it's effectively out of it.
Yep.
So you don't have to worry about him.
That's one of those. And then the other hand fires a magic missile as well.
She got 2?
No, just one because she's
Okay.
level 2.
Right.
For 3.
Okay. Another one goes a big poof.
Nice.
They're quite delicate, really.
Yeah. Clip throws his dagger. Self-return.
Nice. Okay.
I don't think it's
He's a thief, right?
Yeah.
So, and his level, okay. Go for it.
Level 3.
So quite slow moving. What do you? Yep, roll it. Is it plus anything?
It doesn't say it's plus anything, no.
All right. Well, then let's say it's
I
not.
guess the self-returning thing is the.
Is it?
It's enough anyway, isn't it? 11.
Okay. Misses.
Got it. Barda with a sling.
Yep. Oh, what's she?
Oh.
He's a thief.
Yes, thief. Oh, the other guy was a fighter, not a thief. Sorry.
And what did you roll though?
11. Probably not.
Well, maybe actually 11 and.
Third level fighter.
Oh no, it is a hit then.
Oh, nice.
So roll D4.
D4.
Might as well roll even at the same time.
Know what happened there. Quick, rolling.
There he goes on the floor, man.
That's
Does
crazy.
count.
Drop dice don't count. 2 odds.
Okay, so this one skims it, but doesn't seem to knock it out of the air, bizarrely.
15 from Barda with the sling. No bonuses. Oh, he's got attack bonus +1, but that's because of strength.
Yep, he hits.
He hits.
The sling. These things, like I say, are a bit.
D4 as
D4,
well,
I believe.
I think. I did write stuff down. Hang on.
It's a small creature. I don't know if that changes. Normally, sling's good against big creatures.
Well, look. Yeah, it's better against good. So it's D4 +1.
Oh, okay. Hit it.
Is that maybe +1 because of the damage thing that he's got? Must be that.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, 2.
Okay, and the 50-50?
Evens.
Okay, and that one is knocked out of the air too.
Nice.
So actually, there's only one flying.
Oh, and a crossbow from
Oh, right.
Ganther.
Okay, and he's 3rd level, isn't he?
He is.
Okay. Go for it.
13.
Yep. Oh, actually, which one? Basically, give me. I guess you just shoot. It was going to be one of these, isn't it? It's not necessarily the one you were aiming at. So give me. You need a 5 to be the one that is still in the air.
Okay. 1.
Okay, so you just hit the other one.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's one left. Now these things aren't very smart because they're insects, but he's just seen all his chums go down in a rain of mayhem.
Yep.
So let's see what happens.
Battle of Britain all over again.
Which way does this have to
I
go?
can't remember which way it is. If it was Warhammer, then lower would be better.
I think low is. I think low is better.
I think it is from like Tale of the Manticore and stuff like
Yeah,
that. Isn't
12.
it high if it's high is bad and low is
No, I think high is good, isn't it? So it's under. So okay, I'm just going to say this thing keeps coming.
Yep.
Roll for initiative.
Ooh.
Oh, 10s.
10s, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
low is good. I got an 8, so you got a good chance here.
4.
Okay, so you guys go again.
I'm not going to use that.
You know what? I think the chance. Oh, God, what are you going to do?
Just belt it.
I think the very unlikely chance this thing's going to survive based on everything else. Go on,
We
then.
do them because it could
Go for it.
be a classic thing. So Ganther will try and hit it with his +1 hammer.
Do that.
So he's got attack bonus +1 as well. So +2 with a 16
And that'll do it.
with +2 damage.
Did.
Yeah.
Okay. Plap. Okay, there's two on the ground. I'm assuming
Yeah.
you're going to run over and like squinch them.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's it. You've got rid of the
Nice. I thought there might be Sturges first of all when you were saying about the flying things. Kind of classic, low level things.
To be fair, I will say these were like my idea of like reskinning Sturges to make them
nice,
fit a more monster.
Yep.
more kind of
Nice,
forest
nice.
things. So yeah, they were kind of
Yeah, I
pseudo
always
cities.
loved the models for those as well. They
Yeah,
were
pretty
really cool,
groovy.
weren't they?
Okay, so that was pretty easy, man. You
Are
guys
they
take
carrying
them.
any treasure?
No.
They would carry treasure, surely. Little backpacks.
Well, I guess you take their funny little wings or proboscis. There
Yeah,
might be maybe someone's interested in
yeah,
them.
might be some of that, might not?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so you get to the river. So keep going. You got to the river.
Yep.
So it's just one now jog to town.
Yep.
2d6. So you're now about to
Do
cross.
you want to call it there before we get into the thing there?
Well, just see if you get to town without any hassle.
Yeah. Okay.
You're now about to leave Halfling Lands, and you arrive at
Yeah.
the gates at early evening.
8.
Bloody hell, man! You didn't roll. Okay, just so you know, random encounters for this were going to be a 6.
Yep. And then whatever you rolled on the other dice was.
Well, it's either a 6 or a double.
Oh wow.
So you roll a 6, it's a random encounter. If you rolled a double, it was something else.
Yeah.
So each one of those is a 1 in 6. 1 in 6, or well, 1 in 3 to get 6,
Yep. Yeah. Because you got 2.
and
Yeah.
1 in 6 to get a double. And you only
Well,
had
you got 1.
Only got 1.
Nice.
So mofo. Actually, I found some dice. I bought. So you get to the gates.
Yep.
Early evening. Call it there.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just gonna. I'll leave it run for a little bit. But yeah, I bought. What was it? That module. That battle for Warhammer. That the scenario. The one I told you about.
Oh, the bloodbath.
Battle.
Battle.
But it's,
Bloodbath.
it's Rorke's Drift is the joke.
Yeah, yeah.
Orc's Drift.
Yeah.
And inside were a couple of dice. I thought, oh, these are neat. And then I realised that, well, I looked at them, they didn't have a 1 or a 6 on it. It says two 3s and 2 4s.
2 3s and 2 4s.
So no 1 and no 6. So instead of a 1, it's got another 3, and another 6, it's got another 4. So the dice says 1 2, 1 5, 2 3s, and 2 4s. I wonder if he had an elf army and when he rolled for a morale,
Yeah.
he could never get a 10. Oh, he could get a 10.
Could get 10.
But 10's still saved, right? Unless there's modifiers. Anyway, they're almost like a weighted dice because
How odd.
I think it must have been for another game. Like a
Like a deliberate
yeah.
one as well, not like they filled something in or covered stuff
No,
up.
no,
or
they were
anything.
printed, so and there was 2 of them. So there's presumably a game out there where you don't have a 1 or a 6, and you probably add them together and you get like a weird
Yeah.
profile.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was looking at them and then I suddenly realised they were. Oh, so I'll add that to my dice collection.
Yeah.
And I went,
Hang
wait a
on
minute.
a minute.
It's like I bought some dice and one of them is a D5. So
Yeah.
it looks like a D10, but it's 2 lots of 5s.
Yeah.
So again, if you were mistaken, you'd only ever roll between
Yeah. 0 and 50.
and 50. Yeah.
Wow, 55.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, but I was just like,
Be good for my climb walls.
yeah, exactly. I was thinking that's exactly right. Do I need to roll low or higher here, buddy? But yeah. Anyway, I was thinking that.
Oh, interesting. I think it's one of those things with dice. There is just so much stuff out there, and there's so many people kind of doing their own little weird things, especially now with with 3D printers and other bits that people can do. That there is just.
But that's why I was wondering when you didn't roll any double 6s or any 6s. I was thinking, wait a minute, these not those.
Yeah, yeah.
Dice
real.
with no
they
6s or
definitely are.
1s.
There's a 6.
Oh yeah.
There's a 6.
Oh yeah, I can see it. Any 1s?
1's on the other side. Because I rolled double 1.
You did roll double 1.
Yeah.
That's you rolled a double 1.
I did tell you I rolled a double 1.
But I think that was for something else. I don't think there was a random encounter.
No.
I can't remember what that was for. But I think.
Oh, that was me looking for Belladonna.
Ah, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll call it there. So you managed to capture the Manticore,
Yeah,
Manticore, even though you're very mean, terribly mean.
That's how we roll. That's literally how we roll.
And
For beasties.
but yeah, given the weather and the thing, I might call
Yeah, I
it
think we'll
there.
call it there, please. Yeah,
But,
I don't want
okay.
anything.
Cheers.
You getting back
Yeah.
in late or anything.